and lane. Simba, we come with that pride. So all of my niggas say slide. For the fire, I got that. Did a drop on the ball and what was the top back? Push the rock from under the basement. Crickets coming back like Freddie and Jason. I'm a popular thug. Shine light in the block. Pull a hammer from the side and make the rain stop. Told by the Bible, if I got the pain stops. It's like running through storms, trying to dodge raindrops.
Don't wait for the perfect moment. Take the moment and make it perfect. I'm about to cash out. PUA just set the city right. Bring the bag out. Yeah, we about to fuck it up tonight. Bring the tab out. No, we ain't worried about the price. We gon' act out. Yeah, we about to fuck it up, alright? My little bitch from uptown, see, period. Broom brown, these niggas clowns, think I'm serious. Let them talk, this a talk, we ain't hearing it. Give me that word, that's my word, I'm airing it. Okay, I wanna do a track, but I can't cause my young bulls in clap. When I see them out in traffic, I'm like that. Yeah, what up? Right time and right places. Right. Yeah. No coming back. If you thinking that I'm lying, better act. What's your name? It don't matter. Put that shit on side of stone, just lighter. Slide through and squeeze 100. Let 100 rip. Nobody outside, you don't punish. Andre the way we drumming. It sound like a marching band when we thumping. Got me all up in my act. Got me all up in my act. Got me all up in my act. Let me get snack. Got me all up in my act. Got me all up in my act. Got me all up in my act. Let me get snack. They say I'm acting Hollywood. This ain't an act. Hard work and dedication. No looking back. Came too far here to sit and slack. Ain't no time. Gotta leave them where they at. More money, more bitches. All
CME Morning Show. CME Morning Show.
And make them wanna send me to the mortician. Bring it back like a rerun. You already know how we come. Take the change, get your feet done. It's love, no refunds. Got me all up in my act. Got me all up in my act. Got me all up in my act. Let me get snack. Got me all up in my act. Got me all up in my act. Got me all up in my act. Let me get snack.
CME Morning Show. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. 9 to 11 a.m. on Clockaware.com.
40,000 and shit. Look at them sick. Run it up in the mid. Look at them mad. Look at them bags. I ran up a brick. 40,000 and shit. Look at them sick. Run it up in the mid. Look at them mad. Look at the bags. You don't really want beef with a nigga like me, cause a nigga like me ain't got no picture. Really want beef with niggas like us in the 8 I trust, I ain't worried about shit. Everybody talk, nobody walk, talk I share, she gon' get chalk. Everybody ride, nobody slide, you can't get money and it's all your fault. Work it out for what? I'm slim already, I ain't got no gut. You don't know shit, play with your bitch, settle the loose and up. We shooting with 40s and up, don't care if you 40 and up, don't care if you 40 and down. We be around and never go down when we around town. Got my feelings now. I be so mad that I'm happy. It's touching me like a taffy. I been on go like a track me. They do not have me. I been a man of my word. They said that my loyalty switched. How did that sound? Stop spreading lies. I been 100 with this. You don't got 100 to spend. You cannot pay me to talk to you or walk with you. You cannot pay me to sit, think. I don't even want to be close to you. No. I ran up a brick. They still on my dick. I ran up a brick. 40,000 and shit. Look at them sick. Run it up in the mid. Look at them mad. Look at them bags. I ran up a brick. 40,000 and shit. Look at them sick. Run it up in the mid. Look at them mad. I got you. Look at the bags.
We get the birds in, then we rip them out the plastic.
CME Morning Show. We are live. It is 9:03 a.m. I was here on time. You know what I'm saying? I was here on time. You know what I'm saying? So shout out Sipping with Sam. He calls me Mr. 930. You know what I'm saying? I was on time. So today you address me as Mr. 9 o'clock. 8:59. I walked in here right on time. If you on time, you on time. If you early, you early. If you late, you late. Forget what Coach Carter said back in them days, man. I ain't got time for that, man. If you early, you on time. If you on time, you're late. No, that's not true. You told me to be at 3 o'clock. I was here at 2:59. And when I said hi, it was 3 o'clock. I was on time. You know what I'm saying? Speaking about on time, man, we got some dope guests that also came in on time, man. First of all, to my right, man, I got my guy B-Nor, you know what I'm saying? He's also a co-host here. He does our sports segment, you know what I'm saying, here at the CME Morning Show. Felt that though it's important that we give people more than just, I give people a lot of perspectives, you know what I'm saying, on this show. You know what I'm saying? Different ways of thinking about certain things, you know what I mean? So I decided to, why not think differently and get perspective on some sports. Right, so got my guys B-Nor doing sports talk here, and then we got another special guest. You know what I'm saying, right to my left. You know what I'm saying. Introduce yourself, sir.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Tone Barr, Community Liaison Director for the Philadelphia Masjid, located 4700 Waloosing Avenue.
Hey, that's what's up. It's popping. So let's see. So you're here today. You know what I'm saying, because you have a situation coming up, right? It's the Day of Serenity. You know what I'm saying? And so explain that to the people that aren't aware of what it is.
So the Day of Serenity is an event that we created for all families that's been affected by gun violence and trauma. So we want everybody to come together, whether it be Muslim, Christian, Philadelphia Police Department, School District of Philadelphia, all the local nonprofits that's already grassrooted and doing the work, coming together for a day of healing, not closure. Because you can't give closure to a loved one who lost, a family member.
Absolutely.
And this day is not an attack on gun violence, because that's a whole different entity and strategies. This is a day for standing in solidarity and healing and providing resources for the families that's been affected. So that's what the whole Day of Serenity is about.
No, absolutely. I think stuff like that, events like that are important here in the city. Especially seeing that though last year we had over 500, bodies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sipping with Sammy, Uptown Geo, they have a song called 500 Bodies, and it was basically just highlighting the amount of murders and the amount of killing that was going on in the city last year, and how surprising it is to see that when the community that we have here, you know what I'm saying, that Glockerware is very family oriented. A lot of the networks that extend from here, from the people here at Glockerware, are family oriented. And still to see that there can be an outrageous number of 500, you know what I'm saying, bodies in 1 year, you know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing.
Crazy.
So you talking about 500 bodies, but how many people got shot?
And that's a whole
over 2,000.
yeah,
and then
that's
how
a
many people
number.
were hurt from different other aspects of a trauma. So like this is what the day is about. So it's not really about just the actual bodies. It's like, now what about the 500 people that got murdered? What about their families?
Their families,
and how they coping with the whole traumatic experience of that, like children, and you're getting children robbed and murdered.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Hey, that's what this whole day is about, like just combating that whole mental health aspect of the gun violence and trauma.
I like that. So what is there something that you went through personally growing up that kind of put you on this mission, or is this something that just over time you just say, you know what, I'm going to take control and I'm going to, help be a push?
Well, like everybody else, I grew up in the neighborhood, so I always witnessed certain things.
Right.
But I've been doing funeral work for the last 15 years.
So you've seen it in an abundance.
Right. So I've been doing funeral work for the last 15 years, and just more so we just get more and more cases of like younger people. So more recently I did a case with a lady. She was murdered by her boyfriend, and the police report was wrong. It said that he shot her in the face, but he really didn't. He took a sledgehammer and bashed her head in.
Wow.
And her daughter is the one who found her. So
Trauma.
already from the gun bust, I'm like, well, this little girl will never be the same, because first is her mother.
Right.
Then secondly, the amount of violence that went into that. And then she's only 12, so she's a child, and she find your mom in that state in that state.
Yeah.
How can she ever be the same again? So what are we doing as a city to help her cope? So, you got a lot of amazing organizations out here, but if you don't have the right insurance, they push you away. And we want to create a day where we giving free therapeutic healing, free counseling, free one-on-one sessions. We having free breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We got a basketball game, the cops versus the community. We have free expungement on the spot. free carnival for the kids, and just a whole plethora of networks and nonprofits working together for one day. Because too many times, you got this organization. I don't want to rock with them. I don't want to rock with them.
Right.
But if you truly empathetically care about the community, then you put all them petty reasons to the side, and we'll get our work done. Right now is a complete result of the disarray that we're going through right now. When you got people that want to work with each other,
Absolutely.
that's why we got 8-year-olds running around with guns, and we got 14-year-olds catching wreck in the street because we don't have enough people standing in solidarity. So that's what the Day of Serenity is about.
It's crazy. It's a great event. Sounds like a great event.
It sounds like something that's much needed. I talk a lot about how being traumatized can carry on throughout your life. You know what I'm saying? It'll bleed into the relationships that you start to create as you get older. It'll bleed into just your everyday life. You know what I'm saying? Right. Your motivation to just want to wake up.
Right.
Your motivation to want to get up and actually go to work or actually do something positive with your life. Mental health can really, really, really hinder you from doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I think a day like this, especially here in the city of Philadelphia, where, like you said, the city is very cliquey. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are doing a lot of the similar things, but people are they're less willing to do it together, right? Because in a sense, everybody wants to do it themselves,
right? And that's the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
On May the 7th, we had 5 different organizations doing something about gun violence.
Wow.
So it's like, why is it
on the same day?
Why is it 5 different organizations doing something about gun violence?
Instead of coming together.
Instead of coming together.
And I'm not a 501c3. I'm not a nonprofit. I'm just somebody from the community that just wanted to do it a day. Right. So moving forward, which I'm really happy about, City Council is going to sign a resolution. So moving forward, the first Saturday in the month of May will be considered a Day of Serenity. So moving forward,
that's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire. That's fire.
Yeah. So it's like I created a day for my city. So I want to build on that. This is just the infancy stages. So next year we'll have it somewhere bigger. Then we'll have it bigger. I'm like, well, damn, Jay-Z shouldn't be the only one coming in our city making money off Made in America. You know what I mean? Like let's do something for our city.
I agree.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Absolutely. Go ahead, Bino.
So you talked about the trauma. With the pandemic, a lot of trauma was added with that. Do you see is it more need for those outlets for the youth, or like how can we help as regular community members?
Well, see, we need more resources for the youth, and so many times like they get caught up on social media. They chasing after the clout and the fame, but there's nothing wrong with being regular.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the regular person is never like glamorized. Like the person who go to work every day and get up and provide for his family, they're never glamorized on social media. Right. But the dude who got a Rolls Royce or something, they taking pictures. You know what I mean? They're glamorized. So it's like, but that's a false narrative. How many people you really know got, you know what I mean, a Rolls Royce or something that they coming home to?
The regular person. That's what you gotta add. The regular guy. How much is that regular person?
Right.
People. I know a lot of people. But we in a different. I'm in the entertainment industry. You know what I'm saying? So
so that's good though.
I see those kind of things more often than the average person.
What's wrong with just living a regular lifestyle? Why isn't that glamorized? Is what I'm saying.
Is that a real question?
Yes.
Oh. Yes. Well, it's because it's obtainable. People like, especially the younger generation. All right, let's do this. I'll say me. I'm 32 years old. I'll be 33 this year, right? So I'm a millennial. You know what I'm saying? I'm a millennial. We're like the last of the old school and the very, very beginning of the middle school. Child. We're like in the middle. We're the middle children, right? So when I was young, things it wasn't that they weren't obtainable. It's just that they weren't there in front of me. I could see it. I could see Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I could see LA. I could see Miami, these things like that, but they were never things that seemed like they were real to me as the average person. Right. You know what I'm saying? Coming from a family where there's my mom, I had a stepfather. You know what I'm saying? So the average, the normal, from that normal scope, none of that stuff seemed like fame would get me there or stuff like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? For these young kids now, they're seeing this stuff like in their face every day from other people that they know. So it's more the things that are obtainable now
like traveling and going to these places and stuff like that, they're not just a myth. It's not just for celebrities. Normal people can do it too. I think that's why the normal person, their life is obtainable. You could just literally go out and go fill out an application and be a normal person.
Right.
But to be somebody extraordinary, to be somebody in the spotlight, to be somebody with importance, influence, those are the things that they're looking for. They just don't understand it until they actually get older.
Right. See,
they don't want to be lit. They just want influence.
Right. See,
You
I
know
got you
what
by a dime. I'm 42.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're
No
right there.
way.
So
Yeah. So you're right. Things can be obtainable, but everybody got a part to play. Everybody don't have to be the lit person. Everybody
Absolutely,
like,
I agree with that.
in this world, everybody got to play their part. You know what I mean? So we need people who not lit. We need some regular Douglas.
Regular Douglas.
Yeah,
Shout out to
and
regular Douglas.
And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? If you want to be who you are, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just if you want to be a millionaire, it's not microwave success. It's steps
It's not.
to it's steps to
Definitely.
being
I love
that.
that word, microwave
Absolutely.
success.
You know what I mean? And people got to realize that. And if you want success, you got to work hard for it. It's not overnight. It's not nothing that's given.
absolutely.
It's a grind.
And you know what I mean? I think that we need to be taught more about financial literacy as a people.
Yes, sir.
Agreed.
And then we can start attaining more achievable, you know what I mean, goals and assets. But
Absolutely
until we
agree.
start doing that, then we really can't compete with the dominant culture because we don't own nothing.
Facts.
Look at our neighborhood. You mean to tell me we can't make cheesesteaks? We can't make hoagies?
Make all that.
You know what's crazy about that? If you go into North Philly, right? If you're going to South Philly, go anywhere in the city, Philadelphia, and you go into these neighborhoods, there are probably about 20 to 30 people that do food.
Chinese
right?
stores on every
The
block.
bare minimum. Not even Chinese store. I'm talking about people that are in their houses. That do platters, that do all types of stuff, right? And we were talking about it earlier in the show. You know what I'm saying? If you're on a block, right? And you're the only one that's selling platters on that block, right? But then you go to another block and there's one person on that block that's selling platters all on that block, right? And then you got a person out west that's doing their thing over there. You got somebody out in South Philly doing their thing over here. You got somebody uptown. Why can't
come together.
those 5 people say, you know what? Let's conglomerate. Let's bring all of our entities
Put these
together.
the words again.
And then, and then push a product. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard to bring people together. It's hard to bring people together and stick to a mission because once again, we're not taught that. We're taught to systematically, we was taught not to trust each other.
Facts.
You
It's
know
like-
what I mean? And
but-
we prove each other right when we get in bed with the wrong person all the time, and then it blow up in our face, and then, you know, we like, I knew I shouldn't have did business with my cousin, or I knew I shouldn't.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
I don't do business with family.
You know what I mean? It always blow up
family
in our
hates me.
face, and then you know,
They hate me for that.
I was going around doing boots on the ground, and I was giving out flyers for the day of Serenity. So
Right.
I go inside of one of the pizza stores in West Philly, Pete's Pizza in Winfield, and I go in there and ask like, "Yo, can I speak to the manager or the boss?" Everybody raised their hand. "Oh, I'm the manager and the boss." I'm like, "All right, well, listen,
Everybody
this what we doing, and I mean, we need some sponsorship." Yo, wallahi, they
Everybody
started
heard.
talking a different language to me. They started actually like speaking a different language.
Oh snap!
Yeah, like, and then they like, nah, you know what I mean? What's this?
Well, no boss.
But do you,
No, not me. Sponsor? That means money. No, I am. I ain't the manager for the sponsors. I ain't the sponsorship manager.
Right.
do you believe the Day of Serenity will at some point be that middle ground where we need to have to get everyone together? Do you think that could build to be
question.
that?
That's the goal. That's definitely the goal, and we want to damn sure work at it. And like I said, this is just the infancy stages of it. So next year, right after this day is over, we go right to the drawing
Right to the
board,
drawing board, yeah.
and we like, all right, well, this went right, this went wrong, and then what could we have done better?
I got
And
another
then
question too.
then we build on it. What's up, bro?
Let me ask you this: Is there any spots in that basketball game with the cops? Because I would love.
Oh, for sure.
I would
We
love-
don't play no basketball.
I play basketball.
You don't play no
for sure.
basketball.
I'm here for sports talk, but I do play
You
sports.
feel like a football player.
So apparently they said
Like you play,
the cops got this bomb squad too that they put together. So
It's all the cops, the best cops in the city is gonna
that's-
be in it.
yeah, apparently they got a real bomb squad that they put together.
They're gonna get dunked on.
They gonna get
Yeah.
beat.
so
Steph Curry.
so it's gonna be two basketball games. So one is gonna be the cops versus the community. Then we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna put some of the cops and the
that's
community
great.
on the same team.
Okay,
and let us
okay.
work together. You know what I mean? So
I don't know. I might have to go buy some ball sneaks and be a part of that.
Yeah,
Working
we
the
gotta
ball
go.
out.
Yeah. Play point guard.
That's what I am. I'm a point guard.
You should be a point guard.
I'm a scorer though.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a good day. You know what I mean? And it was originally scheduled for Saturday, May the 7th. But since the rain, we had to hurry up and scramble around. We got Sunday, May the 15th. So the new day
Sunday, May the 15th.
Sunday, May the 15th.
We'll be there.
Yeah.
What time it start?
So registration starts at 9 to 10:30 because we want to get as many families involved in the book so we can do aftercare for it because it can't just be one day. So the actual event starts from 11 and we'll go all the way till 6 p.m. And we got a lot of people involved that help with the day. And Jeff Brown from ShopRite sponsored.
I'm looking at it right now. The sponsors.
Yeah, Jeff Brown from ShopRite sponsored a lot of food for it.
That's the brown guy.
Yep.
I gotta meet him, man. I need a sponsorship, man. You gotta stop playing.
Yeah, so
I shop there every day. I need a sponsorship.
We got
shout out Brown.
For the youth, we got Manny 215.
Oh,
he's helping out. Eric.
Shout out Manny, that's my guy.
Yeah, and Manny doing real big things. We got As I Plant the Seed, Ryan.
He's my guy.
He's doing it.
Y'all got the heavy hitters out for this one.
I got us. We coming.
We got for sure. We got all the politicians will be there. DA Larry Krasner, Jamie Gauthier, Movita Johnson, Erica Gaines, Dr. Dorothy Spite from Mothers in Charge.
Heavy crowd.
Sister Talia. We hosted by B McFly, of course.
I'm about to say, I see B McFly out there. Yeah. Shout out B McFly, man.
So you telling me you started this from scratch, and this is what you came up with? Like,
yeah.
Wow.
It was just an idea.
They got Lee Mason. I just see Lee Mason. I'm definitely gonna be there. Yeah, she's talking about. I heard she's single.
Yeah.
What? Lee Mason, I'm out here.
Listen, this is a day of serenity, not a day of
and I'm gonna help her heal. She go through a lot. I go through a lot. We help each other heal.
And then we got an amazing pastor too, William Brownlee from Emmanuel Christian Church.
Okay.
He got he a young guy. He owned his own church.
Get out of
here. Yeah, and
yo, he lit. I need to holler at him too. He getting big bucks.
He got a huge
church business is big business.
You got a huge following, and they've been helping us with this. So, Sister Talia with City of Dreams Coalition. It's a lot of people that's just been boots on the ground. You know what I mean? And if I forgot who it is, charge it to my head, not my heart.
How excited are you right now about this? Because I'm excited just listening to it. I mean, how do you feel as the person who kind of put it all together and got watch it grow?
Extremely excited, and it's just been a lot of work. I didn't realize how much work it would be to putting into this event. But I'm extremely excited, and I'm looking forward to the future of it too. So I'm extremely excited. I don't want to say overwhelmed because I don't want God to feel like I'm, he putting too much on my plate.
Too much,
yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And that's why He's surrounding me with so many people. But I'm the kind of person that I roll my sleeves up and I try to do too much,
right?
Instead of letting people around me do it. But I'm like, damn, if this joint gonna fail, it's gonna fail on me, not nobody else.
I agree with that. I feel that. I felt that.
I appreciate that.
Your live, the live.
When is your birthday?
On the phone right here.
My birthday?
Yeah.
December 24th.
I thought you was a Virgo. It sound real Virgo like.
I'm a Virgo.
Yeah. I know you are.
I'm a Virgo. I know.
Yeah, so
Virgos are lit.
We are.
You the day before Christmas. That's dope.
Yeah, you dope. You're dope. Like, you are dope.
Thank you, bro. I never heard that before.
No one ever called you dope?
You don't get a lot of compliments.
Oh, what? Man.
Oh, you gotta get out the part of this city where you at. Come on, man.
Yeah, you at the G-Shot, man. We like to compliment. We like to give flowers. You know what I'm saying? We like to spotlight people that are doing positive things. You know what I'm saying?
Man, when you do a lot of good things, people always, why are you being so good to me? Or like, it's weird. You know what I mean? Because people always come with motives.
We're not taught that.
Very true.
Right. You know what I mean? And we're not really taught to accept the blessings that everybody ain't really don't be on no conniving stuff.
Facts.
That
is true. That is true.
There's a lot of genuine people in this city.
Yeah, but you get burnt so much.
It's a handful. So it's a couple.
You keep getting burnt, then people, question your motives and all that kind of stuff. But as a funeral director, like, I'm tired of, we make money off death, but I'm tired of, like, burying young boys. It's not natural when you see 13-year-olds in the casket. Like, we never used to bury youngins, ever.
Yeah.
Ever. And then now it's just like, that's the normal. And then, like I said, with that 8-year-old, he come to the school with a gun. I know the climate manager of the of that school, so he's seen the whole
climate
thing.
manager. What's that?
So the climate manager is somebody who like control like
climate manager?
The tempo of like the behavior of the kids and all that.
Oh, it's like
the worst job
It's like
ever.
a glorified hall attendant.
It's one of the worst jobs I've ever had in my entire life.
You was a hall attendant. You had the stripe joint on.
I did not have that on.
You had the vest on, Benor.
I'm gonna say the worst part of the climate manager is lunchtime. That's like kids go crazy at lunch.
Right. So he like and you I'm gonna give you a real quick scenario. So he's saying that the 8-year-old and one of his classmates got into it that day. The next day he goes home and he brings guns to school. So it's like, where's the rationale of that? Like,
where he learned that from?
And that's my thing. Like, where is he being learned that? All right, well, I'm 8 years old. It's okay for me to go home and pick a gun up. Where is it like? So like the question is like, where is he learning in the household?
Yeah, that's coming from somebody.
Exactly.
Wow.
Do you think it's all right? This is a good question. Do you think it's always the household
or the street? I mean,
I don't necessarily like to really like put blame on the household necessarily.
It could be media too.
It got to be social media. Social media. I mean, obviously that's being taught because is it really natural for an 8-year-old to say, "All right, I'm gonna go get a gun"?
Right.
In certain areas, it is. Which is a harsh reality. It's the ugly truth. But in some areas,
so that's nurture versus what is it? Nurture versus nature or something like that.
Nature versus nurture.
Yeah, I think that's definitely for sure because the nurturing spirit has far gone and left the city of Philadelphia in that sense. You know also, what I mean? Nurturing wise, you know what I'm saying. You have your spurts of it. You know what I'm saying? Like with you, you know what I'm saying? What you're doing is an act of nurturing. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a form, it's a showing of nurturing. You know what I'm saying? Sipping with Sammy, my guy. You know what I'm saying? So things like that are very, very rare. Like Sipping with Sammy has a concert series, right? And it's a concert series, but it's still nurturing. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because it's giving something that's helping people grow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's all nurturing is. Giving you tools, information, guidance, emotional support, things that you need in order to just grow as a person. You know what I'm saying? And be a better person, be a better individual. So things like that are so sporadic in the city, and I think that not too many people see the nurturing. You know what I'm saying? So when you're not being nurtured as a baby, you know, by the time you are 8, you might be a little off the hinges. You know what I'm saying? If you're not getting certain things from your community, getting certain things from the people around you, school, you know what I'm saying, is a big deal because a lot of these kids spend more time in school than they are spending at home. Social media, all of these things I think kind of play a factor into the lack of nurture. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at social media, it's like, I got to get that. These kids are looking like, I want that. How am I gonna get it? I gotta get it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I do understand what you're saying, but at the same time, I do see how that can happen.
No, absolutely.
You know what I mean? So
also, it's like with the gaming and all that. It's so much of a charge to be virtual reality, and that reality and virtual is starting to mix almost. Like these kids playing, Call of Duty, or they playing Grand Theft Auto, and they really believe in like this is my life. So now when I get, somebody step on my shoe in school, I'm gonna handle this how I handled it on the game. Because when we were kids, we had the Sega Genesis and all that. That was not reality for us. But now you can put a little headset on, and people you see it on social media, they fighting and falling over furniture. Like it's not real.
And to interject, that's the problem too. That these parents are putting these devices in these kids' hands too early.
I know 5-year-olds that got TikToks.
Yeah. And they can work a phone better than we can.
Better than all of us.
You know what I mean?
My son's a wizard with his iPad. He be showing me stuff I didn't know I could do on my iPad.
Right. So, the time that we used to be able to, like, the kids don't really go outside that much no more.
Nah.
So that's another thing we got to do.
Yeah. So the whole social, like you learn.
You want them outside.
Well, that's the thing. You learn how to adapt from being outside.
Right.
Like if you just sit in the house on the phone and you just on a tablet all day long and you seeing people getting beat up and shooting, then when you go outside, as soon as one time a conflict happened, and you ready to turn it up.
Right.
Instead of being out, like we learned how to like really adapt with certain neighborhoods and all that kind of stuff from being outside. We might have scrapped and all that kind of stuff, but it wasn't
the shoulder bump.
I always think about that scene.
Send me off to school
when they see us, and the dad felt so bad for sending his son to the park.
No.
You know what I'm saying? That was like
the phone.
It traumatized him. You know what I'm saying, like his dad was so like I sent him to the park thinking that was a safe haven, and now he's doing this big, this trial for rape and all this stuff. And it's like,
wait, what happened?
The show When You See Us, the dad.
I didn't see that show.
The dad sent his son to the park. This is a true story, by the way. This is a true story. We'll figure it out how to get the information to y'all if you want to find out. But the Central Park 9, right? Something like that.
Oh, Central Park 5.
Central Park 5.
Central Park 5.
It was a lot of people. It was a lot of people involved. It was 20. I don't know. But what I was saying,
black millionaires.
Long story short, was one of the fathers. One of the fathers. He sent his son to the park, thinking that was a safe haven, And then that ended up turning him into one of the suspects. So what I'm saying is like, we do want our kids to go outside, but like once again, what he said, like what you said, outside ain't even feeling like that. So what do? How do you keep these kids entertained? You give them the tablets, but how can you restrict all that information?
You have days of serenity. That's what you have.
Days of serenity.
You have days of serenity where these
children, we have weeks of serenity,
where people can go and they can come and get that kind of nurturing spirit. You know what I'm saying? They can get that healing. They can get that guidance. They can get that, everything's going to be okay. Because at the end of the day, sometimes I'm not one of those people, but there are a lot of people out here that just need to hear, it's going to be okay. So that way they keep going. You know what I'm saying? If they don't hear things like that, if they don't hear, like, get that push, then they're not necessarily going to be able to push themselves all the way. So I think just days like this, you know what I mean? Day of serenity, I think it's dope. You know what I'm saying? I hope that in the future, you know what I'm saying, it just continues to grow and get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger,
plan,
just like your plan is. You know what I'm saying?
My guy Manny, he always gets
Manny. That's my guy right there. What's up, Brody? Pull up, Manny. Pull up.
I want to give him a proper introduction.
Yeah, Manny 215.
Yes, Manny 215. What I wish I knew. Come on over here.
Oh, what's up, man?
Oh, he been up here before, man. He acting like he ain't never been here before.
What's up, Manny? How you feeling, man? Oh, man.
Hey, you doing a lot of positive things, man. As always, you know what I'm saying? You was doing positive things.
You doing that school tour. I saw that. You got that going
on. So what's going on, Manny? What's going on, Brody?
Not much, man. We here talking dead serenity right now, man.
Facts.
Need it.
Yes, sir.
Manny always getting on me about social media because I ain't really on that.
You got for the socials.
No,
you gotta get tight.
I be giving the game like, man, you gotta capture the ambiance. I gotta talk to him.
Yeah, we had the Sixers game and he like, see, you gotta do it like this. Like it's a whole school to it. This shit.
It's a school of social media.
It definitely is.
Fact, school of social media.
Manny's teaching it. We're going to attend the class.
Yeah, that's what we showing the students on the tour. We actually I got beat there like 10 seconds. I had to come stop by, show bro some love.
Appreciate you, brother.
We talking to the students about social media etiquette, how to make money online by posting differently. Just really giving them that real world view on what it's like after they graduate. Because the reality is, right, 12, 13 years up until you graduate high school, 8 hours of your day is chosen for you. So once you leave there, it's up to you to figure out what to do with that free 8 hours. You feel me? That could be going to school, starting a business, going to work, whatever. But, just, letting them know early on, like, this need to click for y'all. Y'all got to find something productive to do. Y'all going to be out here running around the streets like y'all already is for but, just bringing people like, myself and, the plethora of parents that we got that's successful to show as example is like the little opportunity in our neighborhood don't just stop at entertainment and sports. You feel me? Mm-hmm. You can make graphics. You can take pictures and you feel me? Like Maverick Carter lived the same lifestyle as LeBron in a sense. You feel me? Like so it's like you don't really got to be in the spotlight. You can learn a skill, find your way at the table, and just make it work for yourself.
Yes, sir.
Factory. Yeah. I agree with that.
Sitting at, we talked about the regular Douglas.
He said he ain't got 5 a.m. workouts, right?
Don't. He'll watch. He might if he up. He'll go watch. Hey, Bron, good dunk right there. That's a good job. Good job. Let's get this for social media. But I ain't running no suicide. You got me chopped. So with this day, right? What's the next step? Right after this day, right? What's next for you guys? You know what I'm saying, for both of you.
So immediately we're going right back to the drawing board.
Okay, and then absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because now it's like you don't wait till 2 months to start planning the next event. So right. we go right back to the drawing board and saying, all right, well, what right, what went wrong, what can we build on, and then we start making more alliances. Because like I said, we want to make it bigger and bigger every year. So the next step is just going back to the blueprint and just trying to make it bigger and better.
I like it.
And try to incorporate the people that wasn't incorporated this time, and just making, like I said, just making more alliances with more groups, and just trying to like bridge the gap. And that's what the next move is for me.
I like that. How about you, Manny? What you got coming up after the Day of Serenity? What's some of the things you got going on?
We gonna be still in the tour, man.
Shout out to the tour,
man. What we doing?
Shout out to the tour. Not yet. I ain't even do it.
Oh man, something big.
No. It's a lot of schools in our DM that want us to, come out and bring the tour to the school. Obviously, we can't do that, but we're gonna use the Dear Serenity as a pop up for all schools that's not on the tour to come out, experience the tour and stuff like that. And like I said, what bro said, like when you got opportunities like this and you got events like this with a lot of big names, just people being in the building, being able to rub shoulders, say what's up, get a chance to meet each other is big. Just moving forward, just connecting those dots, making those relationships strong, and continuing to do the work. You feel me? Because we got to stand together. Whole thing we pushing is the power of community as well. We gotta understand that we got all the resources, we got all the money, we got all the power that we need to really build this infrastructure and grow. We just gotta, continue to push the conversation forward and build on that mindset.
Right.
Yeah, but a lot of people got to remember it's a culture. It's a culture. That's how you're so successful engaging with different demographics and the youth. So a lot of people got to realize that. So salute to you and your team.
For sure.
To you, man. What schools have you been to so far on the tour?
King and
I saw you at King. I saw that on your John.
King, where was that? Lincoln. We had building 21 in like 30 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah, building 21 in like 30 minutes. Then we going from there. We in the middle stretch right now. Like we got building 21 a day. Next week we got Imhotep and Sankofa coming over there. So we're gonna do them at the same time. Then we going from right there to Gratz. Then from Gratz. We got a little opening, but we in talk with the school. That date might get filled on the 25th. But then we ended it off at Strawberry Mansion. So we going from uptown to north with it.
Big.
And then inshallah, everything be good. And we grow next year, we can really hit the whole city at scale.
That's gonna be big.
That's dope.
I saw the highlights. Y'all be turning it up, and I'm gonna come out to one of the schools with you one day.
I think it's dope. You know what I'm saying, just talking to the youth. I think that's something that I think anybody with any influence should tap into in some way, some shape, or form. Just like talking to the youth. Because like we was talking earlier, it's all about for the youth now, it's all about obtaining. You know what I'm saying? What's obtainable? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of things, like I said, that we grew up to wasn't really obtainable necessarily. You know what I'm saying? We all know it could happen. It could be done. But a lot of this stuff that I wanted to do, these kids can really do at whenever they want. You know what I'm saying?
Well, social media is good for that. Because my little cousin, he was in school going to be a doctor. He dropped out of med school,
right,
and started doing some internet things,
right,
and making bank. You know what I mean? And me and his dad was looking like, nigga, are you crazy? You know what I mean? You leaving med school, and he turned up right now.
There's so many.
I like that. That's so fire. Avenues. Like I'll be right by there. Like
that's so many avenues now. So many avenues.
Even though being a doctor, we need more doctors. We need doctors.
Right.
We need people to be doctors.
But since we older, we really don't understand the whole vibe of it. We looking like, well, you're going to school to be a doctor. First of all, we thinking from a selfish standpoint because we putting our expectations on him. Like, well, then you're going to be the first doctor in the family, which would be hot. But that's not necessarily. If you want to get the bag, you got to get the bag while it's here. You can't wait on it. Especially like with this wave of social media. Like I really don't understand it because I'm not on it.
I mean it.
But if you bringing in 15,000. You know what I mean, from making videos and all that kind of stuff. And he's saying that's just the beginning and this and the third. It's like, why not chase it right now while it's here? Because you can always go back to school and get it. You know what I mean? If that bag is there right now, you take that bag and you go get it and you start investing and putting in avenues so you can start making some money when you're in college. You ain't got to worry about going to get a job and all that kind of stuff. You hit the books up and you get your degree.
One thing I would say about the youth that I do admire is they do what it is that they feel is gonna make them happy. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times, like especially like they called that rebellious. They called me rebellious for that when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? You were rebellious. I would do what I want to do. It wasn't necessarily my mom's way or the highway. She would tell me that, but it's always another highway because I'm my own person. You know what I'm saying? But that wasn't the overall mentality. That's like the overall mentality now. It's like, I'm my own person. I don't have to do what it is you had to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? My parents had to do it. You know what I'm saying? They had to do what they had to do. They were told to do it. They did what they were told. Even most of the millennials, they did what they were told. That's why you look up a lot of these millennials now. They're in that lost stage of like, what is it that I'm doing? what's next.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then these new kids are like, forget what's next. What's now?
What's now, right? What's
You
in
know
the
what
now?
I'm
Get
saying?
the
Like
bag.
this makes me happy now. I want to do. I want to be an influencer now. I want to do gaming now. I want to do this, that, and the
But
third
then
now.
it's like, all right, the question
you
you
gotta
said,
have some structure.
what's next though? You get the bag. What we doing after we get the bag? That's the most important thing. Because we know a lot of people that got the bag and they don't got the bag no more. So it's like once you get the bread, what are you doing with it to keep it in?
Invest
And that's why I said we got to be taught on financial literacy. So
Agreed.
once we start getting that money coming in, we not just keeping it in the bank and just, you know what I mean, or putting it in our crib or something like that. Like we really putting it in avenues that's going to make more money for us. So it's like once you get the bag, what's next? Because we all know people that got the bag and then blew the bag.
Doing all kind of
Yeah.
fancy stuff and
That's the
like
importance
doing
of like,
shit.
you know, stuff like
Doing this
dead
shit out, man.
serenity. And what we talk about at What I Wish I Know with the power community of like, you know, that conversation right there. Like Gen Z, we worrying about what's right now. Like we see technology, you know. We was the last generation. Like we be talking to the kids, I be telling them like, yo, we the last generation that experienced really having to go. Yo, is Dame coming outside?
Yeah.
Like we was the last ones that had to go do that. You feel me? So like seeing the money that's moving on technology right now, cause it's a real lucrative business.
It is.
Silicon Valley, a real place. You feel me? It's a real, no, for real though.
Gorgeous place,
But
too.
you know, like bro said, like what's next? You feel me? Like to get that game on. Like, all right, look, this what you do with the money. You feel me? Cause a lot of us, you know, we worrying about getting it right now, but still that longevity portion. You feel me? And that's the importance of the conversation. Like I'm 25. You feel me? I can have a conversation with 30 plus, and I could talk to 18 and under. You feel me? But those links matter. You feel me? Passing down the information and experience so that everything can run full circle. Because the youth, we need the elders for the wisdom in the game. And they need us to know what's going on with right now, and we got that energy and the leads to make it happen. You feel me?
Yeah, you know, me and Manny, we just clicked up
Yeah.
like recently, and we talk on the phone every day now. You know what I mean? Like, he
sure.
like bro, and it's funny we was in the same match did, but we never know each other. Yeah, and then like I reached out to him. Took forever to respond back.
that's a good exchange though. That's something.
He caught me right when the wave was starting.
That's how the people be hot with me.
That's a good.
Hey, you
link
was
up,
just
though.
on live. I got off.
But he brought,
I sent you a DM right when you was on live. You should have seen that joint.
See.
I got off.
I see you see the message. I saw
talking to him is good because he listened, and then I listen to him. So every relationship, it gotta be a level of communication. It just can't be me talking at him. I gotta understand him just like he understand me. So like it's been a good relationship. Now I don't mean we always gonna be like,
see eye to eye,
yeah.
but the fact that you guys can communicate.
As long as the respect there, the communication always.
right.
You feel me? Always can be had, and I feel like that's the biggest part with anything. Like just having that communication. Like communication is like it's how we learn. You feel me? It's really how it's the way of life. Like how we talk, the way we talk, and how we do things, and you know, that's what we really want. You know, get the youngest to understand like the importance of that communication, important of mannerisms, articulating yourself. You know, the reality is, you know, like we don't we come from a bastard society, an orphan society where the men is not in a home. And I was just having a real moment. My son was acting a little crazy. He wanted to go do something, but I had to talk to him, let him know, like, go sit down, you tripping. Like, you don't do that, this, that, and the third. And I had to peep, you know, and I see him listen to him. I'm like, yo, wipe your face. And he wiped his face. He sat down, got himself together. I'm like, dang, like, I ain't had that growing up. I had getting popped real quick, you feel me? Right. So, like, when we talk about how a lot of our youngins these days, they don't know how to conflict resolute, you feel me? They don't know how to articulate. They don't know how to pull somebody to the side and say, hey, bro, let's not do that again. You feel me? Let's not make that mistake again, because then we're going to bang out. We're going to be arguing at each other. A simple conversation like that go a long way and to stop a lot of the madness. But when you don't got that structure in the household, that man in the household to show you how to, you know, you can see when your mom tripping, you feel me? But then you see that man step in and talk to her, articulate what's going on. subconsciously we learn how to do that when it's in our household. But when that's missing and we see what's going on out here right now, it's bad. It's bad. So that's really what we want to get across. Youngins are like, yo, it's the way you do things. You feel me? It's the way you do things.
We just talking about that structure in households and stuff.
That's like they reading our minds. They must have watched the show.
They must have seen the show on Monday.
Hey, Manny, be safe, man.
Manny, you be
appreciate
safe.
you, man.
We appreciate you. Bro,
shout out to the tour.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Shout out to the tour.
So definitely shout out.
I need
Manny,
that social media
2 and
class
5.
too, Manny.
No, it's cool.
Shout out Manny 2 and 5. So I do like that. Structure, I think is important. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, I think that's a lot of what's missing.
Even with structure stuff, like when we talk about, programming and stuff, we structure it so it flows better and stuff like that, so structure is important.
I do. I think I don't know. I listen to I grew up around a lot of like older people. You know what I'm saying? Like Mo is like my father figures.
My favorite people is 60 plus.
So with that, everybody with that, being as though I grew up around, you know what I'm saying, older people, I had a lot of like man structure growing up. Like, this is what men do. This is not what men do. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, now that I'm talking to my son, I don't tell him like, this is man stuff. I just can just talk to him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just explain to him the why behind what it is I'm saying, not just telling him, yo, sit down. No, I need you to sit down because da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So he understands why I'm telling him to sit down. Because one of the things I didn't understand why my mom would tell me it's her way or the highway. I didn't get that. It made no sense to me.
Right.
How is it your way or the highway and I have my own life to live?
Well, that's
it made no sense to me. You know what I'm saying?
That's the whole communication thing. You know what I mean? Like, once...
The whys behind the whats.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because you can't just talk at people nowadays. You know what I mean? Like,
facts.
And everything is a learning lesson. Either it's a lesson or a blessing. And like I said, I'm older now. Even like my youngest that work for me because I got a truck driving business. They see things a different way, and I be like, man, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
But it everything just be like I got to see things through people's eyes, and or they got to see things through my eyes, so I can see why, who, what, where. You know what I mean? And then we can find out what a disconnection is, and that's why we can work on certain things instead of just going straight to the pistols. Because I heard like it ain't even no really conversation about rumbling no more. They going straight to straps.
I don't think nobody fight no more, honestly.
Yeah, well, that's just because a lot of the times is like you already kind of know what's going. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these kids anticipate what's going to happen necessarily, right? So, they get into an argument with somebody, arguing. They know that right there in this point in time, if I punch this guy and we fight, and I beat him up, it's not over.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then in that guy's eyes, he's like, yo, I just got beat up. I can't look like, you know what I'm saying, no punk.
And it's on social media.
So it's like,
too.
now you just got two people who are just, their pride is just shot.
Right.
I'm gonna get you before you get me.
Just shot.
Well, Manny just touched on it a little bit too. Is like, a lot of people are growing up without the fathers. So with doing this Day of Serenity, nothing but moms helped me out with this. You got Movita Johnson. You know what I mean? You got Sister Talia. You got Erica Gaines. It hasn't been really a lot of men that helped me with this event.
Cause we out here trying to get it. We out here. No, I put it like this. We out here trying to get it. We have stigmas that we have to live up to, regardless of what it is that we do in our free time. And so we a lot of our focus as men go like, and I can only speak on like millennials and down, right? Our focus is living up to expectations that are unreal. That's literally what we wake up every day and we have to live through. So a lot of this stuff like this, women got the time to do it.
No, I ain't with
women.
That,
no, they do. Women have more time to do it. They got more time to do it. They just
that's
do.
Wrong, bro.
That's fact.
No, because you got a lot of women bosses out here that's getting to it. Men, you know what I mean, and like
where are they niggas?
Where are they?
All right, there you go.
You know what I mean? Like
they got more time.
No, you got women that's out here that's really getting to it. Like this the year of the boss, right? So you got a lot of women that's up front that's like really getting to it. It's like bossing up. You know what I mean? And
single.
That's a whole
This
different
is a
conversation.
This is a Kravis thing. We'll just box that. Put it on the table and talk about it at some point because Kravitz has a thing, and if you watch the last show, you know, just it's Kravitz.
Now that whole Miss Independent attitude can be annoying at times from the women.
At times,
but
Okay,
that's the whole reason why it ain't. Never mind.
Hey.
Why aren't there
Kravitz.
fathers in the household?
Kravitz, stop.
That's the question. That we go to that question, then we need women up here to answer that question.
Right. But the women, they get into it though. But for this Day of Serenity, like I said, Movita Johnson, Erica Gaines, Dr. Dorothy Spate, Sisters Talia.
Shout out to all of them.
Yeah, like they really been, and these are credible women who've been through these experiences and stuff like that. I'm talking about mothers who lost children or women who are helping families that's every day with this whole systematic stuff of this crime and stuff. So it's been a maybe 2 or 3 men that helped me with this whole situation. I mean, Jeff Brown, obviously, Omar Sabir, Daryl Schuler, but the women who actually been planning stuff on paper to make sure this joint is right, it was those pioneer women that I spoke about. So shout out to them, definitely.
Shout out to all of them.
Shout out to the women.
Shout out to Day of Serenity.
Yeah.
Shout out to Day of Serenity. That's gonna be a good event.
Yeah. May 15th is the new date. Remember, we had to reschedule because of the rain on Saturday. So May 15th, 4700 Wyalusing Avenue. This is an event for all families that's been affected by gun violence and trauma. It's just not about gun violence and the trauma. So we have once again free workshops, free one-on-one counseling, free expungement on the spot. Job opportunities, just different workshops that's geared towards the mental health aspect of the trauma that's facing our city. And it's free breakfast, lunch, and dinner, free carnival for the kids.
Hey,
so it's gonna be a huge day.
Pull up,
we gonna eat.
Pull up, pull up, eat, and get some healing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Get some substance and some healing.
Thanks to y'all, B McFly be hosting all day, so he's gonna keep it in tune and keep it live. You know what I mean? We got Manny that's doing something for the kids. We got Pastor Carl Day. As I plan to see Ryan.
I gotta get him up here. I gotta get the pastor boy up here. Yeah, he in a lucrative business. I need to get it. I need to involve with that.
Philly's Motivation was helping out. Lee Mason was a sponsor. Neef Buck from the Young Guns was helping out. Tone Trump. We just got we put a lot of people together.
We got a good
lineup. Neef Buck.
This your first year.
That's what's up, yo.
So next year you're gonna have to go even bigger. I know it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, you got to. I mean, that's why I said as soon as it's over, we got to go right back to the planning board. You know what I mean? Because now the pressure gonna be on. So it's like, all right, well, what they gonna do for us next? So we gotta lay it down right, and we need more people to help us with this. It just can't be a certain group of people. No, this is affecting everybody. It's not a Muslim thing. It's not a Christian thing. It's humanitarian type thing what we're dealing with right now. Because when I leave out the masjid on 4700 Wyalusing, I'm dealing with the same issues that the pastor is dealing with right across the street from me on 4700 in Lancaster Avenue. It ain't no women and children is safe no more. That you can forget about that. It's anybody's season.
Yeah, it's open season. Yeah, man. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's open. It's definitely an open season.
And then with the carjackings too, so like I said, it's a whole different entity of things that's going on right now. We got a dark cloud over our city, bro, and we don't need no state rep or no politician or anybody to say we under a state of emergency. We know that. We living in that.
Right.
So it's now, what are we going to do to combat this? You know what I mean? And we need some real men, we need some real sisters to come together and we combat the solution. And then it ain't going to happen overnight. Because you gotta think about it, all these killings didn't just happen overnight. It gradually started happening. So we gotta nip away at it one time, and then you know what I mean. Hopefully, like I said, the goal is just to make it bigger and bigger every year.
Yes, sir.
That's fire.
Day of Serenity, baby.
Factory. Let's go to a quick break. Then we're gonna come right back. Then one time you're gonna let the people know again where to find you at and all that good stuff. And then so we'll be right back after this quick music break.
CME Morning Show.
You know what I'm saying? CME Morning Show. We got that Donnie Casino Make a Band.
Know that we making a band. Young nigga walking in, I got a plan. I got a plan, goddamn. Young nigga walking, do my dance. Switch my hip, I 6 spinning. Won't leave no shells, don't know who did it. Just for the crib, you know it ain't running. Just for the crib, you know I'ma take it. Yeah, I'm on a mission, I'm counting them 50s, I'm hunting them digits. I'm fucking that bitch, I'm planning on flying her out to my city. Yeah, I'm making a band, you know, young nigga on a mission. I'm making a band, you know, young nigga on a mission. Hey, it's just my vision. Hey, they say I'm stuck up in my ways. Fuck up on my face. People stuck up my J's. Yeah, I need a band. Fuck it up, she gon' do my dance. I need a band, goddamn, gon' fuck it up, she gon' do my dance. I need a band, she need a band, she gon' do my. We making a band, making a band.
I can feel it getting closer. You need a friend and a love and a soldier, love a coma. Hold on a little longer. You gon' heal through all the pain, love a coma. I can see your eyes open. The storm is over, love a coma. And even when it's over, you got a friend to the next one. Love a coma.
1 minute you're here, the next minute you're not. Yeah, how is it to feel you the only one I got? When I'm going back in time, but there ain't no going back. Don't even try to stop me when you see me trying to act. Stuck up on a love that wasn't even real. You got me on your side, don't need to get up off your wheel. I loved you with everything and you give me heartbreak. Love and you broke me and it made me
I can feel it getting closer. You need a friend and a love and a soldier, love a coma. Hold on a little longer. You gon' heal through all the pain, love a coma. I can see your eyes open. The storm is over, love a coma. And even when it's over, you got a friend to the next one. Love a coma.
It's funny how shit could go from same to crazy. You standing in my heart so you could save me. The deepest scars I have is the ones you gave me. Trying to leave, I need more
I
than
feel it ain't getting closer. It can be over. Remember the orders. I'm asking you to be strong. Hold on just a little longer. Hold on, 'cause we are who we are. If love will change the stars. I can feel it getting closer. You need a friend and a love and a soldier, love a coma. Feel it. Hold on a little longer. You gon' heal through all the pain, love a coma. I can see your eyes open. The storm is over, love a coma. Even when it's over,
Little longer,
you gotta heal to the next one. Love a coma.
We love that.
Love
love
a
that song.
Coma.
Coma.
Love a coma.
Yay. Gotta do the remix.
Bang. No.
Kravitz on the remix.
no,
Kravitz, you on the remix.
That is my song.
That's
Me and Boss Scout Judy. That is my song. Like, how am I gonna remix my song?
Make it again. Do it again and make it better.
It's
even
amazing.
better.
It's great.
It's amazing, but make it even better.
I don't want to. It's too much work. Too much work, man. We don't got time for that. That's Love a Coma, man. Shout out Boss Scout Judy. Out there in the St. Vincent and the Grenadines, beautiful island of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That's me and her song right there, Love a Coma. A coma means everything that embodies the heart. It's a Nigerian word for heart. You know what I'm saying?
Always teach.
So
Always teach.
Yeah. It's always something with me. So yeah, definitely stream that. You know what I'm saying? Make a band, Donnie Casino. We played that right before that. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you learn to dance.
I just learned it today.
And
I'm
then
amazing.
make a band. You
I'm
know what I'm
amazing.
saying? Make a band. Learn to dance and make a band. Donnie Casino. Make sure you follow him at 01 Casino _ on all platforms, man.
He dope.
But yeah, we right back here, man. Still talking about this day of serenity. You know what I'm saying? May 15th is the new date. You know what I'm saying? Because they tried to throw some rain on our parade. Some mustard on the jacket. But it's cool because we had the tide. You know what I'm saying? We threw it in the washer and now we clean. You know what I'm saying?
15th, baby.
No rain. You know what I'm saying? May 15th. So So yeah, one more time, just recap to them what they're going to be getting and what they're going to be. Well, not getting, but what they're
services.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. So Saturday, May the 15th. 4700 Wyalusing Avenue, Philadelphia Masjid, indoor, outdoor. So we'll be having I'm gonna start free breakfast, lunch, and dinner first. Free carnival for the kids.
Have fun.
Basketball game, the cops versus the community.
We gonna bust they ass.
For sure.
Pause.
Then we're gonna have therapeutic healing for the families that's been affected. One-on-one counseling, free expungements. All workshops that's geared towards the mental health aspect of gun violence and trauma will be provided that day. Everything is free. It's just going to be a huge day, and all the politicians will be there, but this is not a day for them to get on the microphone and start talking they jargon. This is for the families to express how they feel, for us to stand in solidarity for our hurting city. So it's just going to be a huge day. Like I said, May 15th is the new day, 4700 Wyalusing Avenue. All free workshops. It's gonna be a huge day, man. So and shout out to everybody that helped from the start. Dr. Pam Keys, Erica Gaines, Dr. Dorothy Spite, Sister Talia, Courtney the Cop, Courtney Smith, Jeff Brown Shotright, B. McFly, Shujab Moore, Manny 215, Zarina from the Apologies. Am I missing anybody? You guys for
Lee Mason.
Oh, man, we appreciate you. Lee,
I can't forget Lee Mason.
Can't forget Lee.
I ain't gonna let her know that I ain't forget to say Lee Mason.
Lee, we waiting for you. He loves you.
Oh, the Sixers are going to help out too.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, free vendor. You already know City of Dreams.
The Sixers.
The 76ers will be there.
I'm gonna tell you
the
one
foundation.
thing. If they don't win that series,
they'll be but they'll be there with giveaways.
Yeah, the Philadelphia 76ers. They'll be there giving out donations.
That's dope.
Giveaways.
This is a big event. This is big.
Yeah,
that's
and
dope.
Barb from Tasty, she's providing food. Blue Brook from West Philly, they providing food for us.
Beautiful
Fire.
day.
Yeah,
Beautiful day.
Yeah.
Dibs Barbecue.
Dave's Barbecue gonna be there.
What's my man name? Aline from Tropical Treats.
Yeah. Pudding cover for you. It's just a plethora.
I was about to say a plethora.
It's still vendor spots.
Of vendors.
It's still vendor spots available.
Yes. Are we giving
Excuse
out?
me?
It's still vendor spots available. For
Absolutely,
Yeah.
it's all
It's
free.
free
It's
vendors.
free.
Tap in vendors.
Yeah, tap in with City Dream, Sister Talia, and Tone PO on Instagram. So we get you
That's
in there and
Tone
register.
Po
You.
5. Tone Po 5.
What's up, Willie Bigo?
Tone
Look,
Po
we gotta change that name. We gotta change that name.
Tone
Yeah,
Po 5.
Yeah. But
Yeah, we gotta
it's going to
change
be
the
a
name.
huge day, man. And like I said, we want all families that's been affected by gun violence and trauma, or even if you just want to come out and fellowship with us. It's not a religious event. You know what I mean? It's not just subject to the Muslims or the Christians. It's for everybody. Black,
Everyone.
white, you know what I mean? Like
Black, white, green, yellow, blue. It don't matter what color you are, what race you are, what religion you identify with, or what you identify with, or who you identify as. Bring your behind.
Right.
To 4700 Wyalusing May 15th.
Saw from Country Cooking. She's gonna help with the advertisement
That's
promotion.
She's dope too.
Yeah,
She been doing a lot of
Daryl
things.
Schuler, Omar Sabir.
Plant the seed. As I plant the seed.
My guy.
Let's see.
They'll actually be there. The also another dope part is the workshops. From What I Wish I Knew Foundation, As I Plant the Seed, from Charles Foundation, Dr. Dorothy Spite. Just so many again. A plethora.
We have
resources. Workshops and resources.
Which are
the one-on-one counseling.
Yeah, really needed.
We all do. But the whole thing is, we all do. Men, women, children. We all suffer from PTSD and trauma and grief from somewhere, from something that has happened to us in our life in this city.
Right.
I deal with a lot of PTSD. Traumas.
So, Day of Serenity, May 15th, 4700 Wyalusing Avenue. We want everybody to come out and just enjoy the festivities.
That's fine.
It's a full day. And we just want everybody to come out and fellowship with us. 4700 Wyalusing Avenue, May the 15th, Day of Serenity. This is just the infancy stages, so don't come there with your notebook just picking us apart, saying what ain't right, what ain't wrong.
It's gonna
like,
work. It's
yeah,
gonna have to work.
It's gonna be a beautiful thing.
If you think something right, just bring it to one of us so we can ask suggestions and solutions for next year. Like, just don't come with the criticizers saying what we ain't doing right, because this is just a step in the right direction. So we appreciate everybody that's helping us with it. And May 15th, Day of Serenity, let's Let's make a change. Philadelphia United is one.
Yes, I can't wait for this event. Man. I'll be there in that game. Let me know how I get my name on the list, man. I'll try out.
I got you, bro. You
I'll
want
try out if I have to.
You just don't be in there stinking it up. Bro.
Oh, come on, man. Not against the cops. The police?
No, like I said, they said they got a bomb squad, man. So we'll see.
I'm Patrick Beverly to it. Nobody's.
Well, that's not a good thing, bro.
I'm talking about defensively. I'm not talking about the other stuff.
Yeah, they not in the playoffs no more because he got cooked.
You stop it. Stop it.
That was horrible.
You stop. You're a Lakers fan.
Like Marcus
You're a Lakers fan.
All right,
you have no. You cannot.
All right, we're not talking about sports right now.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not talking about that right now.
Or even if like you got any podcasts or any people that want to come out and do a live broadcast that day, that'd be dope.
Be dope.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So we inviting everybody to come out and fellowship with us. It's a fellowship day. Whatever you bring to the table that's credible, just don't come there with no nonsense or no shenanigans.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Keep the nonsense at home.
Keep the nonsense at home. This is a day of healing.
We telling all the young boys, if y'all come and keep y'all poles home. Don't bring no straps out. Home. Yeah, like keep them things home. The police will be there. So the police and security will be there. So please don't come with no.
They're not just there to play basketball.
Yeah, like
they just take somebody down.
Keep the nonsense stuff. Keep the nonsense home. This is a building day, so please just come out and fellowship with us.
Absolutely.
And networking.
Yes,
networking.
Networking is key.
Yeah. So
networking. Look, Sister Talia know me. Networking is key. I love that word. That's my word of life. Networking. Yes. Name my business after it. Networking.
Yeah. And special shout out to Sister Talia. She been working her behind off of this event, man. Like,
thank you, Sister Talia.
Behind the scenes, she been a beast with it. You know what I mean? Like she doing stuff that I didn't even think about doing. And every 10 minutes she calling me, we gotta do this, we gotta do this, we gotta do this. So she been on me, man. So I appreciate her. And I appreciate Movita Johnson and Dr. Dorothy Spates and Eric Gaines too for all the hard work they put in for this day. And Jeff Brown for sponsoring the food for the event. And I mean you can come and speak and fellowship with the community as well also.
Day of Serenity.
Yeah, Day of
So
Serenity.
definitely let's hit us up. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Sister
when I
Talia,
say
for
thank
coming.
you, because it's an honor, like meeting this young man, his family, and like he's an example. Like I keep telling people from everything I know, honorable man. He's an example of what we need in our communities. When we say we need our kings to stand up, this is exactly what we need. Somebody that does everything genuinely and from out the, by the grace of God, by the grace of Allah.
Facts.
And one last thing, we ain't get no sponsorship from this. Like everything that we doing is out.
Is straight from the muscle.
Yeah.
From the muscle.
Yeah, like
this man right here, straight from the muscle.
Yeah, everything no politician, anybody get dropped any bread on this. Like anything that we got for this event came straight from the. You know what I mean?
Watch what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, this was gonna be crazy.
Yeah. So.
Most of our demon fly.
And thank you guys for even bringing me up here and having me. Man, I appreciate
you for coming, brother.
Absolutely.
I can't wait.
I appreciate you. Appreciate you having. I should be in town today, so I definitely will. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I stop past. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And and show my support. For healing. We got section. Yeah.
I'm gonna be in the court warming up because these cops.
You just said you were Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly don't warm up.
I'm gonna warm up.
Like.
Yeah.
So I'm the Black Steve Nash.
So if you know anybody last, please, anybody that's been affected by gun violence or trauma, please come out for the day.
Facts. Everybody, bring your behinds out.
It's a celebration, right? Yeah. We're celebrating.
Everybody's been affected by some type of trauma.
Come celebrate with us.
Yeah.
No, come get it.
Well, come get healed while we celebrate. We got we eating all day. Okay. I'm excited.
Come get some healing during the Day of Serenity. You know what I'm saying? May 15th, if you dealt with any traumas, dealt with anything that's, you know what I'm saying, taking you off course of living your life emotionally. You know what I'm saying? If you deal with emotional, you deal with mental stress and depression and whatever the case may be. Any traumas you deal with, daddy issues, mommy issues, don't matter. Bring yourself out so that way you can get a day of healing, a day of motivation as well. Right. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people are going to be motivated to keep going on after this day. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be, you won't necessarily be able to count the number of people, but I guarantee this day is going to actually save somebody's life.
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying? Somebody's dealing with a trauma right now that don't know how to deal with it, don't have outlets to deal with it. They're listening to this show right now. They're going to see the clips from the show right now, and they're going to come out that day just to see what it's about for Last Hope, and they're going to and they're going to, their lives are going to be changed because they're going to have people around them that genuinely empathetically care about their traumas.
Right. We had a lady reach out to us all the way from Indianapolis and saying that, you know, I mean, she heard about the Day of Serenity. She wanted to come out and join because one of her daughter passed away, and she never. Just 26 years ago, her daughter, and she still haven't healed from that. So she said that she wanted to come out. You know what I mean? We actually going to honor her that day. You know what I mean? Just for making that trip.
Right.
Yeah. So. Yeah,
facts. That ain't no easy trip. That's about 9, 10, 11 hour ride. My mom lives in Indiana.
Yeah.
So shout out.
That's big.
Yeah.
You know, Indianapolis, Indiana.
And once again, thank you, brothers, for having me, man.
Appreciate you.
Very impressed, you know what I mean, to be up here with you guys. You know what I mean, very humble. You know what I mean, made me feel very comfortable.
That's the whole goal. The whole goal, like here at CME Morning Show, we don't, you know, we're big on perspective, you know, and we're big on understanding. You know what I'm saying? And as long as, you know, we have this platform, there's going to be a place for people to come up here, share what they do, share how they do it, and connect with, you know what I'm saying, the people that they need to connect with. You know what I'm saying? Expand what they're doing. And I'm just thankful that and appreciative that Sister Talia, you know what I'm saying, used our platform here in order to bring you up here. You know?
Keep doing what you're doing, bro. Sky's the limit, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Day of Serenity.
Let's give it up, man. Give
The 15th. Pop out.
15th. Let's get some music going and stuff like that, and then we'll be right back. You know what I'm saying?
Sports talk?
Yeah, we'll be back with sports talk.
Sports talk will be normal.
Which is why we starting off with this pen in hand. Why be known. Let's go. CME Morning Show. We'll be right back. Like they don't.
Then that young thing, she like Hennessy, babe. Shorty light skin, ooh. She got a friend that's brown skin. Shorty astounding, ooh. She got that juice in the vein and she wanted to bend over, yeah. Hold on, we can just throw it back, roll up. All the gas, shorty wanna stroll up. She mixed the Henny with icy. She told me she wanna be wifey. Is it cause I just spent 100 racks on the Bentley? You wanna fucking then tip me, let me, you love me. You say that you love me or not. Just cause I got all this money and I got the drink that you drinking, I think that it's right.
Before it was innocent, it was gin and juice. It was riding around with money on my mind, with nothing to do. Before it was innocent, it was gin and juice. It was riding around with money on my mind, with nothing to do. Rolling down the street, smoking indo, sipping on gin and juice. Rolling down the street, smoking loud. Dollar bill, y'all. Dollars I don't feel, y'all. You will kill your own block just to protect your fields, dog. Oh, we in the field again, slaves again, and we praying that we change again. Okay, let's play around with it, cause I'll bounce on this beat up down. They don't gotta do this shit no round. I'ma come through one round, bang bang. She ain't gotta do, but I knock shit down. I'm curry with it, but I'm mellow flow. See me instrumental as the instrumental just goes flow.
Rolling down the street, smoking endo, sipping on gin and juice. Yeah. Rolling down the street, smoking endo, sipping on gin and juice. Yeah. Smoking on
know we gon' do a more for it. Outside with it, let me ride on it. Come a little closer, let me slide on it. I know what you want, baby. What you want, baby? I got what you want, baby. Running through my walls, baby. Let's have some fun, baby. Baby, have some fun with it. Come and take it slow with me. Don't you run, baby. Baby, don't you run from me. Like it when I want for you. Let me want, baby, let me want for you. Know I got a girlfriend. I know you got a man. I can read your body language. I know and understand. This is what you want. While we playing, let me give it to you. That's what you need. Know I got a girlfriend. I know you got a man. I can read your body language. I know and understand. This is what you want. While we playing, let me give it to you. That's what you need.
Tell me to move, let me analyze. Know you got homie and boy, you got me magnetized. I got you mesmerized, energy to enemy. Let me know the word, don't pretend to be my enemy. I'm here for you, my window is short, my rental is spoiled. We can get straight to the Porsches, and dessert is awesome. Open the door for you, come explore with me. Your treasure's my portal. Got me, walk with me, share thought with me. Vibe, ride and tie with me, drive for me. Don't need you to shoot the fire for me, you die for me. Keep a hot plate in them thighs for me when I'm frisky.
Know I got a girlfriend. I know you got a man. I can read your body language. I know and understand. This is what you want. While we playing, let me give it to you. That's what you need. Know I got a girlfriend. I know you got a man. I can read your body language. I know and understand. This is what you want. While we playing, let me give it to you. That's what you need. I know you got a man. I know you got a man. Never met a thing to me. A thing to me. You know I got a girl. You know I got so a girl. Why you playing games with me? Why you playing games with me? I know you got a man. I know you got a man. But you know he ain't half for me. He ain't half for me. So baby, this the plan. Baby, this just worry about you. Just worry about you and me. Know I got a girlfriend. I know you got a man. I can read your body language. I know and understand. This is what you want. While we playing, let me give it to you. That's what you need. Know I got a girlfriend. I know you got a man. I can read your body language. I know and understand. This is what you want. While we playing, let me.
And nothing quite seems perfect when I do it without you. Ay, 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 ay. And nothing quite seems worth it when I do it without you. Ay, ay, ay. But I still do it without you. Ay, ay, ay. Find a way to move on without you. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I can do it without you. Ay, ay, ay. Look, right? It's hard to explain how I'm feeling. Soul of a hero and heart of a villain. I'm caught in the middle, I'm partially dealing with the fact that you gone. Ain't no turning back, ain't no righting these wrongs. And since you been gone, I've been fighting alone. I've been stressing, real shit. Hard to admit that it might be depression, but all of the time we invested to have it all gone in a second. I wasn't prepared for these thoughts to be all I was left with. Looking back from a distance, I see all the small parts I neglected. They driving me crazy. All the yeses that turn into maybes, that turn into sorry. I didn't make it. I said I was busy, but I was just lazy. Chasing my dreams. I wanted to shine, but to you I was shady. You left and I said I do.
Yeah.
Without you, I swear this shit
What he
wouldn't
say? He
faze
say.
me,
He
and now I'm
said.
just living.
What he say? He say. After he say, she said.
And nothing quite seems perfect when I do it without you.
Damn. Damn.
That's spiritual. And nothing quite seems perfect when I do it without you.
Grams, you know you can sing like that.
Damn.
We got Sipping with CME in the building.
Yeah.
Oh my God. We talking sports? You talking sports with us?
You gonna start some sports with us?
I mean, I saw the games last night.
I ain't watched none of the games last night.
Oh, we got sports talk. We're gonna do a little sports talk, and then we got another special guest in the building. My man Harold's in the building. You know what I'm saying? All the way from Delaware. You know what I'm saying? Took the drive up to Delaware, so we definitely gonna tap in with him and talk some shit. You know what I'm saying? But we are now tuned into Sports Talk. Sports Talk with B Nor and Stephen A. Kravitz.
We gonna get the drabs.
Skip.
All right, so you already know.
We'll call you Skip Nor.
You already know we gotta start with the Sixers. They lost. You know what I mean? We already predicted it. So me and Kravitz right now want to know.
I was right.
We said it. They didn't play a terrible game.
They did.
Tobias Harris stepped up. He started 37.
He did.
James Harden scored a measly 16.
Yeah.
That part.
Like he has over the last 14 games.
Yeah. But Tyler Herro went the fuck off, and that's exactly what happened. We
told y'all.
Sixers are down 0-1. And this what bothers me. Doc is now saying he doesn't know if Joel will even return. So
you talking about an orbital fracture? That shit real.
Yeah. So without Joel Embiid, I can see this series maybe even being a sweep, and it might just be that. But I also see for the foreseeable future, as much as I was happy about it, Doc Rivers might be on the hot seat at the end of the season. What do you think about that?
Should have been on the hot seat.
What do you think? Do you think that this year, given the fact that he will probably not play with Joel Embiid in the playoffs, does he deserve another year?
I think he didn't deserve this year.
I think that the straw that breaks the camel's back was when he copped out last week. All that bullshit he was saying about I'm not getting enough credit for the other, and then he was wrong about that shit.
He's fed up.
He was giving false facts. Like he talking about what's the name wanted Detroit won. No, they didn't win that year, bro. Like he was getting his facts confused.
He's on the brink of just
that type of shit make you
apart.
like, you know what? Let him go.
It's time to move on. I think Doc did what he could do. He kind of tried to build some things.
Let
it
him
didn't
keep
work
them
out.
5 strands.
The city is going to fuck him up if he keeps at this.
That's
pace,
what I'm saying. Like
the city will kill him. And so
we not built for those kind of speeches.
Yeah. So Sixers got game 2 coming
the city
up.
of Philadelphia don't like them kind of speeches.
He talk to us. He talk at us like y'all go. No, wait a minute, nigga.
No, just keep it G with us.
Yeah, tell us the truth.
Sixers don't like reality.
Oh, here you go. This is
a
a Lakers fan,
reality.
guys. The Lakers fan is telling us about our reality.
I'm a Lakers fan too.
Oh man,
the Sixers fans do not like reality.
I'm outnumbered.
That is facts. You tell a Sixers fan, yo, y'all are going to lose this series. They be like, we gonna win.
I'm telling you right now.
Turn into Houston James Harden. Y'all don't like
he would never be James Harden of past.
Y'all don't like reality.
Well, the thing I've been saying for the last 20 years about the Sixers organization is that they love players that have old knees or that's past their prime.
Yeah,
and they grab them and they sell them to the city like it's something crazy, and they sell a bunch of seats.
Clickbait. It's all clickbait,
and that's it. Well, they Philly fans spend more on merch than damn near any other fans in the fucking country.
Sammy, I'm glad you said that, right? So how much does it cost to be a fan of any team? Let's take Sixers. How much does it cost?
It's free.
No. You got to buy a jersey. You got to buy tickets. You got to
y'all feel obligated to do that.
I mean, if you're a true fan, you have to have something.
Y'all feel that way because y'all don't have any trophies to celebrate.
God,
so y'all need to wear like
you're a Lakers fan. You are a Lakers fan.
We are winners.
All right.
So I don't need that. Sit there and have a jersey on to watch my team lose. I know my team is going to win if we in the finals.
If you didn't know,
y'all don't be in the finals, so y'all got to wear jerseys and shit like that.
Wait a minute.
Y'all wear the whole jersey too.
Wait a minute, Kravitz.
The joint, and y'all be wearing the sneakers with matching NBA socks. Y'all be looking like creative players.
I just want to say one thing.
So
if you didn't know, Glockaware does have calling lines, so if you want to call in on sports sometimes, 267-888-6019. So if you ever want to call in on sports, definitely take that time to do that. Because I cannot talk to Kravitz for the entire time that we're doing sports because he kills me.
Because you're a Sixers fan, you killed yourself.
You know what? We're off the Sixers. They play again.
You know what's crazy? You're going to die and ain't never going to win nothing.
You got to knock on wood when you say this because death is real. We just talked about death and they talking about death.
That sucks. Dog, they killed my grandpappy.
Hey, listen, you got a lot of trauma. You got to go to the Dead Hill.
The Sixers killed your grandfather?
The Sixers killed my grandpappy. No, the Eagles killed my grandpappy.
Oh. A combination of both of those will kill everybody. Like somebody's gonna die.
Let me find out Randall had the knife.
They killed my grandpappy. My grandpappy told me before he left
because it triggered something in him.
My grandpappy said,
"Here you go. Look,
if he could, he would have been with another team that he actually liked.
There you go.
Not because he was just from here. Bang." He felt obligated to be a Sixers or an Eagles fan, and that's what most.
We're gonna move to something more fun.
We're gonna move obligated because they live here.
We're gonna move to something less grim.
Keep saying we moving on.
We're gonna move to something because I don't like when you get grim. I want to keep you tight. All right, so let's move on. Let's go to the world of boxing.
I told you I'm Stephen A. Kravitz.
Let's go to the word of
Blasphemous.
Mike Tyson is knocking motherfuckers out. Now let's talk about that real quick. On JetBlue, he had somebody throw a water bottle at him. Now I know he's into weed now. He's a little more calmer, but he's still motherfucking Mike Tyson. Why, Kravitz, do people continue to fuck with Mike Tyson?
Viral moments.
A lady just messed with him, and he was coming from a fight in, I believe, Vegas or some venue, and a woman like put her finger
on his nose.
Like, what the nigga? This is Mike Tyson. Oh my!
That's like
put your finger on a pit bull nose.
It's like
and not expected to get bit.
That's like going into a lion cave and then just looking at
with a meat necklace.
Like there's like you know how you slow mo and zoom in.
Yeah,
like she got him.
Right, what would like in your mind? You see Mike Tyson at the airport, right?
You know why, bro?
What in your mind tells you to fuck with Mike Tyson?
You're not human. You are there for their entertainment. The same way that they treat these fucking NBA players. The reasons that Kyrie was giving niggas the fingers last week in Boston. It's not a coincidence they was in Boston when he did that shit.
Yeah.
Like these motherfuckers think that if they spend a couple $100 or if they got a few $1,000 that you a fucking rat.
Yeah.
And they get to treat you like a fucking rat.
Mike Tyson in his prime would wear the hotel's towel around his body.
And
like,
but if Mike Tyson hits you back, you might
wrong.
Get a hotel out of it.
You will.
But
so it's like I dare you, bitch. I dare you.
Oh, so all right. So is it that okay?
And white people are used to taking punishments to prove a point. Trust me.
So do you think is Mike Tyson in the wrong if he feels threatened and he attacks?
Fuck no.
Exactly.
You're never wrong.
I don't think he attacked anybody.
No, he never attacked nobody. I'm saying I think at this point it's like who can fuck with Mike Tyson the most?
I think he was helping the guy find his seat. It was like he clearly wasn't in his seat.
Yeah, the white boy threw a water bottle.
So Mike wanted to make sure he sat down because we have to be safe.
Facts
for dissension.
I hate viral
so
moments.
We can land
you never know what's behind. Like,
so he sat him down.
Real quick.
He sat him down so we can land.
Real quick, this is all off sports topic. But do y'all know Dave Chappelle just got tackled on
stage last night?
That's kind of sports, but nigga, what?
By a nigga with a gun and a knife on him.
Yes, nigga. Comedians
at Hollywood Bowl.
Comedians, get your security up,
on
nigga.
stage at Hollywood Bowl. Jamie Foxx jumped up there, tried to fuck the ball up. They fucked homie up. Homie left on the stretcher.
They whooped his ass
with his arm looking kind of crazy.
They fucked him up.
He got but he had a gun and a knife on him and tackled. Like he clipped him. Like you know how you run up. Dave stepped to the side a little bit, so he like side got him. Like right, like how you miss a football tackle, but you still
got a little
stop the fucking player.
Right. But Dave was a true sport about it, so it wasn't bad.
I mean, Dave been getting picked. He from the hood. Niggas been through worse than that. But the crazy thing is to find out that this man had weapons on him and shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because if he wasn't retarded, he'd have just shot from 20 feet away.
20 feet away.
Got his
but
shit
it's all
out.
about the viral moment.
He would have got his shit
That was
off.
all over the internet.
Damn, that's crazy.
If you want to talk sports, once again, 267-888-6019. We on air right now.
So
sports would be in the war.
So what are your predictions for this round?
We're not going back to the six
playoffs.
We're not going back. We're off basketball.
All right, well, what's the name? Everybody split so far. Last night everybody split.
Everybody split.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, I'll give. Let's go winners. Let's go our finals matchup right now. East West. All right. I'm saying from the East, Milwaukee, and from the West, I'm gonna have to go with Phoenix. That's my final matchup. I feel like it's a rematch, and we're gonna go at it. I think the Suns had the edge this year, me personally, but I could be wrong. But I feel like Devin Booker's ready to break through. If Devin Booker wins this ring, I'm truly sold that he will be a generational talent because he already is in my eyes. So if he can get a championship, I think. Don't look at me like that, Kravis. I don't want to look at you. I don't even want to look at you right now because whatever you're going to say as a Laker fan, I don't want to hear it.
I'm not talking.
You're not in the playoffs, Sammy.
What's
your prediction?
I was sitting here trying to figure out who I got
Sammy,
in the finals too. I'm not. I'm really not even sure. I want to say whoever win the Golden State series, is winning.
Do you think Golden State has a chance to get to the finals?
I think they do actually.
A solid chance.
I mean, shit with fucking.
I'm just asking questions,
bro. They got three of the best shooters in the game firing that bitch.
So what's your what's your matchup though? Give us your early matchup.
Think,
East
man.
West.
I don't know.
So we got Golden State. Golden State on the West. Who the East?
I want to say Giannis, but it's looking bad.
You think? I mean, it's Giannis though. Who can stop? Who can literally stop Giannis?
Well, the Celtics just did yesterday.
The Celtics did, yeah,
and
they looked great doing it without Smart.
Yeah,
they ain't even had Smart last night.
So you
bro.
think could it be Celtics Golden State?
It could be Celtics Golden State.
Sammy's locked in on Celtics Golden State.
But I'm telling you, Memphis is a motherfucker. Yo.
Memphis,
That's why I said whoever win that series,
right?
Because both of them games have been crazy.
Memphis is different.
both
John
game 1
Brown.
and 2 of
Yeah.
that series have been great games. Like
Okay.
phenomenal bad
I
games.
might have
good
to change
games.
the
They
Suns.
just too
I
young.
might change the Suns. It might be Grizzlies, Milwaukee. I don't know. I feel like Milwaukee still got to eat.
I feel like Giannis always finds a way to do it though.
Look at
Giannis finds a way to get there. Like
Giannis finds a way. That's what I'm saying.
He
Giannis finds a way. I don't bet against Giannis right now.
It's the
Nah.
Bucks and Golden State.
Bucks Golden State. What you got?
Because it's gonna be Golden State and the Mavericks in the Western Conference.
I think that would be fun though.
I feel like any matchup this year will be fun. It's a lot of.
Versus, I don't like. I don't know. I don't like I don't like Phoenix.
It's a lot of good matchups in this.
You know, I want CP to get it, but like
I want CP. I do
I don't
want
see
CP3
it.
to win.
I want
But if
CP
he
to
leaves
get
the
it.
game without a ring, I still consider him one of the top tier point guards of our
Nigga, he
generation.
top 3.
He top 10.
He's
top
up there.
3
without a ring.
Yep.
You mean all time top
Yep.
3?
Nah.
Sam, we want to talk off air because for you call this man, you know what? We're gonna go move on because
With
at
no
this point-
rings, no, he's a loser.
Sammy, I thought you was
Can't
a
call-
sports guy.
can't call
Sammy.
Chris a loser.
He
Sammy,
is a loser. He's a habitual loser.
Sammy, I thought you were a sports
has
guy.
multiple
I'm biased. I
opportunities
love
to
Chris
win.
Paul.
You're
I'm
a Chris Paul
biased.
guy. I like Mike.
He
I
likes
like
Steve
Mike
Nash.
Bibby and Steve Nash. This guy thinks that's a
alright.
fucking problem.
See, yeah.
You know what?
I said, yo, who your favorite player? He said Steve Nash. I said,
Nash is safe.
We stand in
show's
basketball.
over.
Though. We are
the
standing.
show's
basketball.
over.
We're staying in basketball. We're staying in basketball.
Nash is
Brittany
safe.
Griner. Let's talk about it. She's
What
stuck
about
in
her?
fucking Russia right now. She
Well,
got
now-
caught. They said she got caught with some type of weed paraphernalia at the border and got pinched and shit.
But
She's
they
been
just
there
changed-
for months.
They just changed her classification, so now they can go get her.
But how y'all feel about that type of shit? Like what do like
Shouldn't
how
have
does the
been
world
doing it.
react? Because a lot of this shit has not been no media attention. It's like you literally gotta have to read into it. Like
She's wrong.
you think
And
she's
this
wrong?
is what happens when you're wrong.
So do you think it was
Did
really
she break
her-
a law?
I don't know.
They don't know.
I
They
don't
say
know.
she has some type of paraphernalia,
They
but
said
there's nobody
that she
can
had-
confirm it.
Well, there you go.
I don't. When the law says somebody, I need more than
It's
just
Russian
y'all
law.
saying it.
Russia,
Russia.
Russia is literally the
fucking
country
You're
that
not in the
invaded a
United
country
States
next to
of
them.
America.
But
Like,
if she did, and mind you, she probably was slipping, forgot whatever.
Yeah,
but
she probably
if she
did,
did, then this is what motherfuckers got to know about traveling, and especially
Gotta be
outside the
safe.
country.
Especially during
But
wartime.
inside the country, it get weird too. So
Yeah.
like when you get
But it's
on
a-
these flights and shit, and you going through these places, just know like it ain't no game, man.
The messed
Double
up
check,
thing is
triple check your shit.
that is wartime. So it's like you're in the midst of a war where Russia is not really fucking with the
They
U.S.
grabbed
right
her
now.
like the week these niggas decided to go in.
yeah.
Like they so right now, literally, Brittany Griner is the fucking hostage. Like,
But they just got
fucking
they just got
hostage.
the ball back though. So now
yeah, they switching.
saying-
They switch. They like pick and trade, pop. And
But it's
swap.
crazy because we gotta let a motherfucking a super criminal go for y'all to let go
of
of
a
a
basketball
player.
NBA, WNBA.
Somebody that
giant.
played for y'all country. She
That's
was
crazy.
playing ball over there.
She played. Yeah, she played for Russia.
She was on her way
one of the
home
countries over
to
there.
start playing this season here.
Yeah, and now she's set back. So I don't know.
'Cause
Brittany
they don't make
Griner.
enough money in the WNBA.
Send prayers to Brittany Griner, man. Look in the story. I mean, it's a lot that goes into it.
I love government trades. It reminds
the
me
government.
of all the episodes on
Of
the
Dave
Blacklist.
Chappelle. What about the Dave Chappelle episode where they traded like Tiger Woods or some
I
shit?
ain't watched Dave Chappelle.
You
Race
was a Dave
trades?
Chappelle guy?
No.
Kravitz.
I didn't like Dave.
You're a
I
Lakers
didn't-
fan and you don't watch
I didn't
Dave
like
Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle
I'm starting to
until
not
his
like it.
last couple stand-ups.
There's plenty of stuff to say
I didn't
against
like
Kravitz
Chappelle's show. I
besides
just
being a
thought
Lakers
Kravitz-
fan.
I
You
didn't
ain't
like
gotta keep running with
stupid
the
shit.
Lakers fan thing.
But no, it's not that he's a Lakers fan. It's the fact that he stands on everything Lakers. And we had this conversation.
We're winners. What else do we stand on?
Kravitz, I'm talking
We
to you.
win.
I'll talk to you later about it. I'm gonna go to the last topic because we got a special guest in the building today, so we definitely gonna tap in with him.
Right.
So let's go into some football talk, guys. And you actually said something about this last show. You said the who was it? The Cardinals had a really good chance of being great.
Yeah.
But guess what? DeAndre Hopkins is out for 6 games for PED violations. Let's talk about it. DeAndre Hopkins got caught. He pissed dirty, so now he will be out for the first 6 games of the season. Does that affect the team? You can't say no, Kravitz.
No, it doesn't.
Why?
Because they have multiple other weapons, bro.
But DeAndre Hopkins, let's talk about it.
Doug, they have multiple weapons, bro.
But DeAndre Hopkins, and what I'm talking about,
Okay.
not being there for 6 games,
Okay.
is not going to affect their
They're
record.
gonna win. They're gonna win 4 out of the 6.
You see how I went silent? Because nobody believes that. Nobody in this room believes
so
you.
why won't they?
It's DeAndre Hopkins.
All right, so give me a sports analysis on why that's not a sports analysis. Why do you feel it though? Because DeAndre Hopkins is
He's
not
one
there?
of the best wide receivers, catch radius, receptions, big plays.
So because
he averages more big plays in a season than most teams do by himself, single-handedly. His quarterback depends on him because his quarterback is undersized. He has to roll to the outside to get to DeAndre Hopkins or anybody downfield. So without that happening, all right, they do got Zach Ertz. Shout out to Zach Ertz, by the way. He's a Cardinal. So Zach Ertz, he steps up and do some
They got a
things.
strong
But it's
ass
not
running game.
okay.
They have a strong
but
offensive line.
all right, let me ask you this. Is the NFL right now a passing or running league? Let's be honest.
Depends on the makeup of your team.
But what team is let's talk about it. What team is successful with a pure just running game?
Tennessee Titans.
Okay, that's one.
That's
one
successful
team
with that for years. You said name me.
I
just named your team.
Give me
Now
more
you
than
want
one.
multiple
Give me
teams.
more than one team.
San Francisco 49ers.
Okay, I'll give you that. And the Eagles.
You want us to keep?
The Eagles,
I don't count the Eagles. They don't.
You never count the Eagles. They had one of the better running teams of the season.
If you say so.
I'm telling you, based on.
All right, I'm only going off of your opinion. If you say they do, then I rock with you.
So Sammy, is DeAndre Hopkins being out for 6 games with PED? Is that going to affect the overall outlook of the Cardinals team?
I would assume so, but I mean, I don't think 4 out of 6 is far fetched, but I really think it'd be probably more like 3. I think
they'll go 50%.
I feel like they split.
But let's talk about the PEDs.
I don't think 4 is like unfathomable type shit. You know what I mean?
Why is it so wrong? I mean, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I know why, but I just want to know from you guys. Do you think it's really that bad if our athletes at the top highest levels are taking some type of performance enhancers?
Depends.
I mean, it's not steroids because you only out for 6 games. It's probably something minor. But why can't they?
That's kind of like my point.
I want to see. I want to see LeBron James dunk on people when he's 50 years old. Like, let him take whatever. Like, whatever's going to get him to do that.
But he's doing that now, and he doesn't have to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying LeBron
I ain't gonna
has
lie. With football, it's kind of weird because these motherfuckers is already bigger, stronger, faster, bigger, stronger, faster, bigger, stronger, faster. But baseball took a fucking hit since they started.
Yeah, the PD shit in baseball turned that shit into a whole nother game.
We ain't even heard about a home run derby in the last 10 years.
That shit turned to tennis. That shit turned to tennis. They said, no steroids. Oh shit.
So it's like certain shit you gotta be like, but you know.
Yeah. I think like you know, in weightlifting and bodybuilding, it's legal. It's totally, it's like open field for that shit.
Because it's not even impressive if it's not involved.
Right. So it's like these other
to be like
top tier athletes.
Your muscles only gonna get but so
strong.
big naturally, first and foremost. So you can't look like a superhero doing what everybody else can do.
Did y'all ever hear DK Metcalf's like diet?
No.
He eats candy bars after every workout. That's all he does. A
You
bag
watched
full of
the-
Jolly Ranchers and you ever see him?
You watched the Shannon Sharp interview with him?
Yeah.
No, I ain't see that.
I only seen a clip or two.
But he's a monster.
He is.
His diet does not say so. You know what I'm saying? So like,
But that was Chad. Chad ate McDonald's all fucking. They was getting.
they can do whatever
They
want.
was
Like,
getting catered meals, and this nigga was complaining
McDonald's.
because it wasn't no
Because it
Big
wasn't
Macs
big,
there.
yeah.
Like, yo, this shit crazy.
So do you feel like I ask both of you guys for your opinion? Does PEDs in your mind, if you find out the player is on some type of PED, does that change your opinion
Depends on
about
the
that player?
sport.
It depends on and what I see out of the player. Like if it's like, yo, if it wasn't for that, this nigga wouldn't be shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little different.
Because you gotta think they've been on this stuff long enough where they know how to cheat the drug test. It's like when someone get caught, it's not usually like they just started that day.
Nigga, they do that shit in them races, the Tour de France shit.
Tour de France?
Tour de France shit, they get that shit out your system by the time 5 laps go by.
Track and field does it at a high level, and wrestling. Those sports do PEDs. They get caught all the time, especially like international.
But
I think the Russian team.
During the Tour de France, they be hitting you up and extracting that shit.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
If anybody ever seen the Tour de France, I watched it one year. That is a motherfucker.
It's some grueling bullshit.
It's like 13 days of riding a bike, nigga. Like I just
up and down hills through the whole country.
Through the whole country, niggas is like, look at these niggas. Look at these niggas here. Like he's watching that shit.
Now
for 13
it's dope
days.
though that they shut everything down and you get to ride past everybody's crib. Like that's kind of fly.
That is kind of.
But I wouldn't want to be in the motherfucker.
Nah, hell.
I'd be mad when they close Kelly Drive for bikes. Never mind.
Yeah, I do.
I'd be mad as shit.
It'd be like, why is it so inconvenient? Like it's a bike. Let me through.
They got bike lanes.
They did the Brush Street Run. It was
just
Sunday.
did it last week, bro.
The Brush Street Run was Sunday. Yeah, I did the Brush Street Run one time. It was pretty cool.
They just did it, bro.
I did it in 2 hours and 45 minutes.
I went there.
10 miles.
I did the Broad Street Walk during the Greek a couple times.
I went there.
Do you know the record
from Broad area to Broad?
Do you know the
South
record?
and back?
Do you know the record
That's
for the Broad
crazy.
Street Run, Sammy?
No.
Let's get an estimate going. What do you think the record is?
Does Marv have it?
I don't know. It's an
What's the
Ethiopian.
record?
I'm gonna tell you, but just give me an estimate. Let me see what you think. From
Hour and a
wait,
half.
let me say.
Yeah,
it
I would
starts
do
from
an hour
Broad
and a
Island.
half.
Hour and a half. We just said hour and a half. What's
Wait. It go from Broad Island.
Hour and a half. We just said an hour and a half.
Sammy,
I'm going an hour and a half.
45 minutes. That's the record.
They
ran
was
that shit.
African?
Yes, Ethiopian.
Okay.
Of course.
He ran
All
it
right.
because honestly,
Them niggas
the Broad
run
Street Run is considered the fastest
anything.
10 miles in the country because it's a lot of
straight.
downhill.
Mm-hmm.
If you run it, it's a lot of downhill. It's one of the only courses in the country with a major run that's a majority downhill.
I went there run that.
I mean, 45 minutes.
Salute
is
everybody
moving.
that definitely was in there.
45 minutes is moving down Broad Street.
Salute y'all. That's fire.
Well, any marathon.
It takes a lot to do.
I salute people that do marathons because marathons is where you find all type of people that do it for a bunch of different reasons.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I mean? Like you don't know what they went through, what they just accomplished, or whatever have you, what they trying to achieve. It's dope. It's a dope energy of people that do marathons because they come from all different kinds of backgrounds.
There's always some cool people.
Yeah, I got a friend of mine. She actually had to get surgery right before the Broad Street run, so she was really bummed out she couldn't do it. But she trains for that. You know what I mean? She trains for that, and it's another walk that's getting ready to come up in a few months that she trains for, long ass joint that she trains for as well. So I be seeing the process. You know what I'm saying? I see like the blood, sweat, and the real tears that go into the working out, getting yourself fit to do these things at a high level, not just to do it.
Bro, I rode a bike for 20 miles and almost died.
I was about to say, I rode my bike.
And then it started raining.
Willow Grove. I rode my bike from Willow Grove to Center City and back.
Oh
damn,
no.
We did that. We did that when we was kids.
I mean,
shit.
we was riding the trails. We was riding the trails and the whole group was gone. And I was by my goddamn self.
Oh, yeah, I would have been.
And then it started torrential downpouring.
I would have been out that motherfucker like Tarzan. I just would have.
Nigga, I was by the BWI.
Oh shit!
I don't know where nothing is, and it's nothing by an airport. There's no
BWI
bushes. There's no trees by airports. There's nothing around the airport that's not in Philly.
I'm about to say, you about like 15, 17 miles away from your nearest situation.
Everything.
From everything. Yep.
Nigga, some chick saved me with the smallest BMW I ever seen in my life.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The year I ran the Broad Street run, somebody actually died.
That sucks.
And I was just like,
I
don't remember.
Like that.
But me being me, I was like, I don't remember seeing him. Like, I said,
yo,
are you sure he died while we ran? I don't remember seeing him.
That's crazy.
Thousands of people.
Shout out to his family. I'm sorry that happened.
I just did because you ain't seen.
I don't remember him dying. That's why I'm like
conspiracy. I don't remember it.
I remember running
I was there.
Everybody.
I was there. I was there. How you gonna tell me? And I was there.
I caught it.
I was one of thousands. I did not see him.
I'm gonna tell you about my Broad Street run experience. Right. I was good.
I got an interview to do. You about to kill yourself.
I'm sorry. Well, anyway, Sports Talk with B Nor. We're going here on Friday. We're gonna keep bringing it up. Sixers, come on, man, get a game and let's keep going. You shut up, Sway. You shut up, Graham.
Just make sure y'all watch that Golden State series. That shit is popping right now.
That Golden State series. Watch that Lukey series too. My boy Lukey is out. My boy Lukey Dookie out there shitting on everybody.
Lukey Doncic.
Yeah, no, it's Lukey Dookie. He's shitting on everybody. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, we're gonna go to a quick music break, 2 seconds, and then look, you left his hand hang. You got D'Angelo Russell him. We got our guests pulling up. In the meantime, we about to get into some music real quick, man. And then come right back, man. You already know what it is, man.
CME Morning Show.
CME Morning Show. Every time, you know what I'm saying, Sixers fan, you know, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to Oh No.
Oh no, don't walk out the door. You worth more. They only see you as a score. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no, they only see you as a score. You shine bright like a star, but you don't know who you are. Oh, I can see the hurt that left you scarred. Oh, I can be the one to heal your heart. Oh no, don't walk out the door. You worth more. They only see you as a score. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. No, 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 no. Don't walk out the door. You worth more. They only see you as a score. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no, they only see you as a score. something told me stay. You was worth it, I've been working. We ain't perfect, that's why you for me. I got money, you got hundreds. I got all this love and you got nothing. Cause your past done stripped you of it. Perfect timing. Too much time I give you lies I hear, but I stay here. Cause the time we share is so revealing. I'll treat you right, I will. I'll treat you right, I will. Just tell me you'll stay silent. We ain't gotta do what they do. Just tell me you'll stay silent. In time we'll see things through. Just tell me you'll stay silent. Just tell me you'll stay silent. I've been thinking, who you talking to when you feel lonely? I've been thinking, you the only one I let control me. I've been drinking, so much trust in me, I'm never sober. I've been missing you so much, I'm scared of starting over. What's it gonna take for me to have you to myself? It's so easy to have anyone, I don't want no one else. What's it gonna take for me to keep you to myself? It's easier to be alone, but I want something now. We ain't gotta do what they do. Just tell me you stay silent. In time we'll see things through.
I ain't talking for 2 days before the festival.
Stay solid out now.
Stay Solid is out right now. Stay Solid is out right now. We right back at it. You already know what it is, man. CME Morning Show. Where we like to spotlight, you know what I'm saying? All types of dope individuals in this world, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we had Bino. We did this little sports talk, you know what I'm saying? Good situation, you know what I'm saying? Sports talk. But now we about to swing it over right here to my left. My guy, introduce yourself to the people. Let them know who you are. Where you calling from? Where you calling from? Where you pulled up from?
What's up, man? It's Hero SYS from Delaware.
You already know what it is, man. Delaware's in the building.
Yeah.
You know it's crazy, yo. I be showing Delaware love, yo.
I ain't never been.
You gotta pull up.
You never been to Delaware, it's right?
I never wanted to. For what?
Huh. You should go to Christiana Mall. It's really nice. I like Christiana Mall.
Come to the mall and some other stuff. We got beaches too.
Yeah, they do
Delaware
got
got a
beaches.
beach? I'll be
Yeah,
over there
bro, they
next
got
week.
beaches,
I'll be
bro.
there next
Rehoboth
week.
Beach. I like Rehoboth. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Dewey
Solid.
Dewey Solid, right?
Ocean, all that.
Yeah, so like, you know what I'm saying? Like Delaware, if you, I tell you this much. If you're here in the city of Philadelphia and you looking for some peace real quick, go to Delaware
That's a fact.
on everything. And you, about to say, you might be able to get you a piece out there too. Shout out my homegirl in Bear, Delaware. You know what I'm saying? We love Bear, Delaware. Nice area, you know what I'm saying?
I know exactly where it
That's
is.
where the money at. That's where my uncle moved to, yeah.
Delaware.
Shout out Delaware. You know what I'm saying? But no, heroes. Let's talk about it, man. So you got music out. You know what I'm saying? You're doing a lot of ripping and running. You know what I'm saying? What brings you up here to the CME Morning Show during this time of your career, of your journey?
To be honest with y'all, I'm just like a little press run right now.
Hey.
Just working. And I fought with the platform, so my A&R kind of put the pieces together for this, and I said, yeah, for sure.
No, absolutely, and I appreciate him for that.
Hell yeah.
And I like that. I like that right there. A lot of artists don't have representation of some sorts. Doesn't have to necessarily be management. Doesn't necessarily have to be somebody that's controlling you and your career and stuff like that and where you go. But it should. Every artist, you know what I'm saying, that's in this game should have somebody that they're able to bounce ideas off of. Somebody that's able to, you know what I'm saying, give them a little bit more guidance. You know what I'm saying, like a mentor of sorts.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Would you say that that's how your A&R kind of, you know what I'm saying? That's what he is more.
We a team,
Factory.
That's really what it is. We just work together and try to, we got one goal, and that's just change me and his family life. So that's what we on.
Heavy.
I like that. So when did all of this start? As far as like the want to change your family's life, when did that start?
To be honest, like for a while, just been on some type of time, and like just I seen that the music, like I always had a love for music. So when I started doing music, I realized like, oh snap, I can really go somewhere with this.
Right.
So I try to just take it as far as I could take it.
No, that's facts. What are some of the some of your accomplishments? You know what I'm saying? In your career so far, that you're proud of. You know what I'm saying? That you've been able to accomplish through the music?
Well, just the main goal is really just because I don't really do this for like the money or nothing like that. I really do it because my music got a message, and I'm trying to help all the people out there that need to hear the message. So just reaching people, just reaching fans. But I've done a lot though. I've done a lot of big showcases in New York. I get played on Power 99 all the time. Okay. So it's just like a whole lot of work. I'm not really one of those guys that just like to talk about the accomplishments. I just work. You feel me? So
you're definitely in the right market. We got a lot of things going on. Members only every Monday night if you're ever around. Okay. And also Artist Playground every Wednesday night on South Street. 2 great showcases for talent and find people to work with, find people to connect with. We connect with you, vice versa. So definitely tap in with us.
That sounds like a plan.
No, Factory. So right now, I was tapped into you a little bit, you know what I'm saying, doing my research over the last couple weeks actually, because we've been talking for a little bit now. But every time we chat, I always tap back into the music. I tapped into the Spotify, I tapped into the Apple. You can do all of that right there on this page, you know what I'm saying? He's got the link tree up there. Yeah. So, yeah, man, it ain't just the one link. You know what I mean? He's got a whole plethora of links up there. Interviews. Yeah, man, a whole plethora of outlets to catch him at.
Gotta look professional.
Music. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what it's about. This song Kick the Cup.
Yeah.
Right? I watched the video. Fire video. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna play the song, you know what I'm saying, in a minute. But talk about the song for a second. Talk about that for a second.
Kick the Cup.
Kick the Cup is really just about drug abuse and my man passed away from drugs. And I just wanted to put out like a different message. Everybody's so busy promoting drugs. I ain't on that, man. I got real homies that done died from it. So I'm just on a different type of time with it. So
facts.
Just trying to promote like a different version of it. Like it's a lot of rappers out here that like promoting the fact that it's drugs. I like getting high, shit like that. Everybody like getting high, you feel me? But I'm gonna promote the other side of it, and hopefully I can steer some people from doing it.
Absolutely.
Especially hard drugs, like hard drugs.
It's the
lean pill shit like that.
Heroin.
You know?
Man,
that was wicked.
That's a 70s drug. Heroin.
Under there.
He said heroin.
If you do heroin, you gotta change your life immediately.
Yeah, that's a different.
It's a different everything.
Yeah, I'm about to say pills.
For real, dopamine.
Yeah. Factory.
Pain medicine.
Yeah, man.
I say that my man start rolling up right next to me.
Yeah, what you call that shit?
We're gonna promote no drugs.
Nah.
This is a plant.
I'm fucking with you.
It's a plant.
Nah, I'm definitely I'm definitely supportive of marijuana, but anything else is crazy.
No, I never heard nobody overdose on marijuana.
They just fall asleep.
The day somebody overdoses on marijuana, I'll stop.
They just fall asleep.
What rap?
You just fall asleep. You can't get too high.
I don't know.
You die from weed.
Look, I'm just saying, because it's never been done. So if somebody, like, I gotta know the person. I gotta know that that's all they were on.
Right. It gotta be a person that you know.
You know what I'm saying? Because they be
you hear
saying,
the stipulations though.
Yeah, no, because you hear, because they be trying to say like, they be like, yeah, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? He was high, so he died. Because
that was his actions that caused that. Not the weed. The weed didn't kill him. The
he just happened to be high when he did what he did.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Now he's dead. It wasn't the weed.
The weed.
He was going to die regardless whether he was sober or not. You know
he was just an asshole.
The weed.
Tommy Yola in the building.
Yola.
Yeah, so
one of the best producers.
So no, I think that's fire. I think that's fire though. I think
Kick the Cup.
Promoting a different message when it comes to drugs. Like we was talking about when we were young earlier. When we were young and stuff like that. Drugs weren't like it wasn't promoted.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like it was like if you was a junkie, you was like looked at. You was a fucking junkie.
We had Dare,
you know what I'm saying?
The Dare program.
And now it's like
they still do.
Yeah, they still do. It's like now it's like yo, like if you getting high, like if you getting high, you lit. Real rap. No, like if you look at the most lit niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like the city of Philadelphia, right? We got this boy named Pound Side Pop. He be high as shit all the time. Like he's never not like normal. But that is what is lit. So the more fucked up you is to these young niggas, the more lit you are.
Everybody got their own twist, you know. Yeah. Everybody got their own twist. Shout out to Pound Side. Everybody got their own twist. It's
Everybody
just,
got their-
it's just everybody got their own vibe.
And they got a whole clothing line, walk and roll. Niggas is out here with the Jones, just like fuck. I'm gonna grab some pop. Yeah, man, shit crazy.
Yeah, I just
kick the
wasn't on
man.
that.
I like that though. I like
Yeah.
I like positive vibes. I like positive messages. You know what I'm saying? And you know, did something happen? Somebody close to you passed for you to kind of take that route?
Yeah, one of my homies. I got a lot of people I know that died off drugs though. Like it's not just him, but he was more of a like
It
I
was
was
a
just
reality
with him
check.
type time.
Yeah.
Like, with him the day before.
Yeah,
I was with him the day before.
bro.
That'll fuck you up, man.
Damn,
For real.
sorry to hear that,
For sure.
bro.
Thank you.
And I don't know how you're dealing with it, but on May 15th, we have a day of serenity here in the city of Philadelphia
Okay.
at 47 Waloosing, you know what I'm saying? And it's for people that deal with, trauma such as that, you know what I mean? So if you aren't busy that day, definitely pull up. It's a lot of people that's going to be lit, you know what I'm saying?
I'll be in the basketball game, by the way.
What you got? What are some of the things you got coming up? Like you on a pressure right now, so you got any shows coming up? You got any other interviews? Like what else you got?
A lot of stuff in the works. I'm about to put out a project real soon.
Hey.
It's called The Beauty in the Storm.
Say that again?
The project is called The Beauty in the Storm.
Your phone. Yeah, I can hear it. Oh, that was somebody's phone. Oh, anywho, what you say?
Yeah, the project's called The Beauty in the Storm.
The Beauty in the Storm. Talk about that.
My first real project is called Don't Forget Your Raincoat. And basically...
You different.
Basically, like, the reason why the name is so out there is because, like, if you know my story, you know that I'm, like, a person that try to help people through the storm, like, try to help people through depression.
Right.
And I make music that you can bop to, but the message is always crazy and the bars is crazy. So... the first project was called Don't Forget Your Raincoat, and then this is just kind of like a continuation of it.
No, facts. I like that.
But this one got like a lot, like the first one was very versatile, but this one's like, it's more like really just, I got my sound for sure now.
Who you work with on this job? Anybody in particular that you work with on the new project?
Like, what you mean, producers and rappers?
Yeah, any features or any?
Nah, no features.
Ooh. How many tracks we getting on that?
On the new joint?
On the new joint.
Oh, on the new joint, it's a feature, yeah.
Okay.
On
the
the
new joint?
A guy from as of right now, it's my Woody from New York.
Okay.
His name is SNS.
Shout out to SNS.
SNS, he's fire. I gotta play y'all the records, fire.
That's fire. Let's get into this song real fast. Kick the cup.
Kick the cup.
I think it's it's something I said I listened to it, and I think it'll be a good way, you know what I'm saying, for the people to get acclimated to what you do as an artist. You know what I mean, speaking of that message, you know what I'm saying, and I think it's a message that everybody can relate to. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it. Kick the cup. Hero Sis. You know what I'm saying? Delaware's in the motherfucking building.
Delaware,
What's the deal?
man. Never been, but I'm going.
Feel like I'm running out of breath. Running out. Feel like I'm running out. But I feel like I'm running out. Wish I kept my dogs out they situation. My dog been booked so long, it's turned for like vacation. They gon' tell you they love you, deep down it's really hatred. Even though I won't love you, I'd rather just be patient. Even though I'm waiting, you know the feeling different. My dog died so young, his mama aborted the mission. They go walk in front of the police, tell the story vivid. When I walk in front of the police, yeah, my trigger itching. You gotta know the difference. Sent some shots up at my car, but they didn't hit me. Guess that guy was in the passenger seat with me. Rather pay my mother's bills than buy a Bentley. Had $1, me and bro, we split like 50. And like relationships gon' cause you damage. Bro was chasing after bread, he can't afford his sandwich. Watch him lose his bankroll, he can't afford the mileage. Took him to my hood, he told me that he feeling stranded. How you feeling stranded? You say that you tough. I never had no loved ones, just no one that I love. Bro been taking Zani bars, he mix it with the cup. I just attended his little funeral, OD'd off of drugs. Why don't you keep the cup? Lean on me. Why don't you keep the cup? It's hard, but you keep the cup. You keep the cup. Can you lean on me when you feeling wrong? Can you lean on me when you isn't strong? Can you lean on me when you giving up? Won't you lean on me? No, you giving up. Won't you lean on me? Won't you lean on me? Won't you lean on me? When you feeling wrong? I never ever needed handouts.
You watched me get the bankroll, you had your hand out. Stuck in the cold, forgot my heater, you had to turn out. I understand now, it wasn't even planned now, I know. I can assure you I'm gon' make it like it's Geico. I know some people get they jam and I watch them fold. You left me right up in the cold, but I get cold. You can lean on me. You gon' lean on me when you need somebody else. You can lean on me. You can lean on me when you need someone that's hard to. I know how it feels. Gotta put down the pills, but you know how it feels. Yeah, you know how it feels. Why don't you keep the cup? Lean on me. Why don't you keep the cup? It's hard, but you keep the cup. Can you keep the cup? Can you lean on me when you feeling wrong? Will you lean on me when you isn't strong? Can you lean on me when you giving up? Won't you lean on me? No, you giving up. Won't you lean on me? When you feel like you lost it all. You know how it feels. I know how it feels. I know how it feels. Trust me. Yeah.
I don't know what to do. I'm sorry.
I think.
Appreciate that. Yeah, YouTube.
You say that you love me, but you show me otherwise. Acting no different, you treating me just like these other guys. When I first met you, you used to give me them butterflies. Now when I see you and look, you give me all types of vibes. Damn, you done killed the vibe. You thought when you left that I was gonna die, I told you I will survive. You thought when you left I'm supposed to stay down, I told you I will still rise. Look at me now, I'm holding the crown. Look at you, looking surprised, looking surprised. Do you love? Do you love? Do you love? Do you love me? Do you love? Do you love me? Do you love? Do you love? Do you love? Do you love? Do you love me? Do you love? Do you love me? Do you love? Do you love? Do you love? Do you love? Do you love me?
Tree time.
We had dimes and nicks on the block. We ain't have a pot to piss in, nigga. Why the fuck are we pissing the pot? We had to handle our business, nigga. Razor scraping up dishes. Come get your man, come scrape him up, get him. Headshot, he won't make it to the spittle. Soon as we see that nigga, we gon' kill him. Yeah, we had dimes and nicks on the block. We ain't have a pot to piss in, nigga. Why the fuck are we pissing the pot? We had to handle our business, nigga. Razor scraping up dishes. Come get your man, come scrape him up, get him. Headshot, he won't make it to the spittle. Soon as we see that nigga, we gon' kill him. Ay, 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 AKA, I hate you bitch ass niggas. Probably more than the KKK. Y'all niggas nuts like payday. It's Friday too, call day day. I gun you down, bro. Day for him, I swear on my little niece nay nay. Toe punkin' for him, I pray kid. I do you bad on baby. Emoji sad on they face. I know they mad on they side. Slide through they block broad daytime and let it bang on baseline. I keep that thing on waistline. Ain't got the time, don't waste mine. I get up close on FaceTime. I sing your soul up space time. New retro J's, they Space Jam. That's no LeBron, they MJs. My gun got kicked, that's Sensei's. We post on blocks with Kembe. We had dimes and nicks on the block. We ain't have a pot to piss in, nigga. Why the fuck are we pissing the pot? We had to handle our business, nigga. Razor scraping up dishes. Come get your man, come scrape him up, get him. Headshot, he won't make it to the spittle. Soon as we see that nigga, we gon' kill him. Yeah, we had dimes and nicks on the block. We ain't have a pot to piss in, nigga. Why the fuck are we pissing the pot? We had to handle our business, nigga. Razor scraping up dishes. Come get your man, come scrape him up, get him. Headshot, he won't make it to the spittle. Soon as we see that nigga, we gon' kill him.
Came from nothing to something. They told us this shit we were dreaming about wasn't gonna work. Came from nothing to something that
rock your hips on me, baby, you're losing all control. And the way that you put your lips on me, baby, that's how I know. Can't wait to take you home and put on nothing but the radio. Yeah, can I turn you on and keep you rocking like the radio all night? Baby, come and get this backstroke. Pull you close, don't hold back, just let it go. Non-stop hard rock pumping through your radio. Ooh, baby, love it when you drop that bass so sexual. Ooh, baby, so sexual. Ooh, baby, how you hit them high notes? Ooh, you treble. Ooh, baby, you treble. Yeah, the way that you rock your hips on me, baby, you're losing all control. And the way that you put your lips on me, baby, that's how I know. Can't wait to take you home and put on nothing but the radio. Yeah, can I turn you on and keep you rocking like the radio all night? Baby, come and get this backstroke. Pull you close, don't hold back, just let it go. Non-stop hard rock pumping through your radio. The way that you rock your hips on me, baby, you're losing all control. And the way that you put your lips on me, baby, that's how I know. That's how I know. Can't wait to take you home and put on nothing but the radio. Yeah, can I turn you on and keep you rocking like the radio all night? Baby, come and get this backstroke. Pull you close, don't hold back, just let it go. Non-stop hard rock pumping through your radio. Rated me one, X-rated and raw. Me want wine pon the John, heating a me be like oil in a pan. I me no shy under man, X-rated position in a your divan. Balance for me on, face in a pillar hand, cock up bottom. Call me the key boss, make sure say trackers shut up me favorite one. X-rated me one, walk me all night and you tell me you can't. X-rated and raw, come deal with me rougher than rude gal one. Make me ball out, woy, woy, woy. Make me scream and ball out, woy, woy, woy. Make me ball out. I me no run off a walk. Real rude gal, me can't hang on the sit down till me belly want talk. But no matter how it hot, me nah run and cut. Tight till it buck right, be like bike or happy like truck. Nothing easy if it broke, should be top in a gut. Bad gal, X-rated you X-rated me one, walk me all night and you tell me you can't. X-rated and raw, come deal with me rougher than rude gal one. Make me ball out, woy, woy, woy. Make me scream and ball out, woy, woy, woy. Make me ball out. Gal and try me, I try that. Key are yours, but me a the co-pilot. Foot in a the ear like a fly, me a fly that. Pop down, then it makes sense, you hide that. Side way, back way, could I even slant? Walk me all night, now tell me say you can't. Firm like tree, bring it here so come plant. Draw near, make me remind you when me want. X-rated me one, walk me all night and now tell me you can't. X-rated and raw, come deal with me rougher than rude gal one. Make me ball out, woy, woy, woy. Make me scream and ball out, woy, woy, woy. X-rated me one, X-rated and raw. Make me ball out, woy, woy, woy. Make me scream and ball out, woy, woy, woy. Make me ball out. I was next in line, but somehow I came first. Them all judge me, I even thought I was the worst. Oh, God bless me, said no man curse. My cup always full, so I shall never thirst. I have my good days, I'ma have my bad times. Throw stones on me, and I'll use it for rise. You see me with my things, don't act so surprised. What is for me will surely be mine. If I could fly away, I'll surely fly away from here. I could fly away, I'll surely fly away from here. I would never did daddy, abuse way a lot. I always think about my sister in the days of what she got. Grandma, you my rock, you do what you could do for me. Now the ball is in my court, I'm gon' fulfill my destiny. If I could fly away, I'd surely fly away from here. If I could fly away, I'll surely fly away from here. If I could fly away, I'll surely fly away from here. Only a grave digger build a star from the top. Enough people hate for seeing me rise and know the world for seeing me drop. If I could go back now, I'd be a bit more strong. All I could do now is prove them wrong. Only way I could heal is through a song. But if it was for the pain, I'd already be gone. Me, I grind the grind, stamp my name till it's clear. Up again, even you will have to wait. Keep your door, cause me have a bigger cake. People hate on me, still I rise a yellow flame. If I could fly away, I'll
Surely find a way from here. If I could fly away, if I could fly away, goddamn. Talk to him, Boss Gal. That was Boss Gal Judy from the island of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you check her out on all platforms. Me and her actually got a dope song out. It's called Love a Coma. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you check that out. It's a fire situation. You know what I'm saying? We still in here. We're sitting with CME B. Nor. You already know, man, all the way from Delaware, man. We got my man Hero Sisters in the building,
sir.
man.
Kick the cup.
Yeah, so we played that Kick the Cup. You know what I'm saying? B-No is over here going crazy. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, I need your Instagram immediately. You know what I'm saying?
I'm already
plug in. You know what I'm
Make
saying?
sure you play my music too, so I can tap in with you.
Yeah, man. So you know what I'm saying? So that's what we do. So let's say it's 2022. Sammy got this thing where he be like, yo, if you're not in 2023, then you late. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Let's talk about 2023 and beyond, right? Where can we expect to see Hero Sis 3 to 5 years from now? What is it? Where do you see? You know what? Fuck what we see. Where do you see yourself 3 to 5 years from now?
3 to 5 years, you know, that'll be past the point of me like starting off the foundation. So really I should be, you know, have a plaque by then, doing tours by then. Well, I'm already doing shows, but just doing tours, like going on tours, and really just getting the message out there. That's all it's about.
Facts.
That's all it's
Facts.
about.
So it's always that message. All right. And again, run that message by everybody once again. What is that message?
The message is just to try to better yourself for real. Like just whatever you can do and you know, get out of the storm for real.
Now, let's not skip the part where he said that's going to be past my foundational period.
Yeah.
Facts.
Like, we always talk about having a plan, knowing what you're doing, being intentional, shit like that, right?
Yeah.
My man just said some words real quick that meant a lot. If you listen to how he said it, he said he put it in his head and he processed it through. So whatever he has lined up for the time that he is allotted to build the foundation to get to the plaques,
yeah,
this is within that range. That's important.
That is very heavy.
I think I like that better than everything he said because that shows because that shows the business mind and the artist.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And a lot of times artists don't want to be bothered with business, and we know how that winds up for a lot of us if we don't have people that give a fuck.
Absolutely.
Who are some of your influences as a musician?
Really me, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really have too many influences. Like I grew up on a lot of different type of music. But when it comes to making music, it's just me for real. Like I couldn't say I'm trying to sound like this or I got this sound from here. It's like it's really me. But I definitely, grew up on a lot of different type of music. Drake, Lil Wayne. I'm a big Lil Wayne fan. I'm a big Joe Budden fan. So
Lil Wayne.
Factory.
How old are you?
21.
What?
And you a Joe
That's
Budden
fire.
fan?
Wait,
Hell yeah.
what? 21?
Because he said he grew up
Mood
on
music.
Drake and Lil Wayne, so that means 20s.
20.
But then when you say that, it did say I'm a
Yeah.
Joe Budden fan.
I'm a T-Pain
Joe was
fan. Yeah, I
popping
was outside,
when
bro.
I was in college. That was
Yeah.
01, 02.
Facts.
It's 22. He wasn't born.
I'm in love with a stripper.
Like, he wasn't born,
Facts.
bro.
That is
no
true.
kizzy, though.
Damn.
Wow.
That's
You
no
gotta
kizzy.
think about that, bro.
Yo,
You gonna be great. Damn.
Mood
Thank you,
music and all of that shit. He was born for Mood Music
Facts.
3.
I'm in
Facts.
love with a
Yo,
stripper.
how about that?
Yeah.
How about that?
I remember
fire.
Team Pay when he first started. I was living in Tallahassee at the
So
time.
See,
what
I'm
is it-
telling you, he deeper than he look.
what
He
is-
just
no,
being
factory.
regular. He ain't
Factory.
regular.
What is it? And to piggyback off that, what is it about Joe Budden? You know what I'm saying? That attracted. What attracted you to Joe Budden, the artist?
I think me and him just have a similar message. It's just how we're trying to get it out there is a little bit differently.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people don't understand Joe Budden music because when you listen to Cuz, you think like love and hip hop, you think this, you think that, but like if you solely just listen to what he's talking about, bro, Cuz is fire. I give him that all day long.
Joe talked about depression very early.
Hell yeah.
He talked about his parents being abusers. He talked about
Before it was
him
cool.
being an abuser.
Yep.
And he actually talked about fucking with coke and shit
Yep.
in a way that no other
Before that
rapper
shit
was
was
talking
cool.
about it. 3-6 would say they was snorting white on missions and shit like that. He was saying like, man, I smoked the rock before.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like it was
Deep.
different. It was different.
Yeah, Joe, I will. Joe doesn't get enough credit, I think,
all.
for like lyric as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Because when people think of Joe Budden as the artist, all they think
They
of
think
is
of the
pump it
negative.
up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Pump,
they think
pump,
pump it
pump,
up,
pump
but
it
at the
up.
same time, yo, Joe Budden is still a lyrical. He's a lyrical genius at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And I actually applaud you on that. You know what I'm saying? I think that's dope. You know what I'm saying? I think that's dope. You know what I'm saying? That
That's my boy.
You don't
Shout
allow
out Joe.
you don't allow perception to stop you from diving into certain things.
That's how you gotta be. Gotta make your own perspective of things, and never go by what somebody else is talking about.
No, in fact,
What is your
You see, he
favorite?
got on the international P hat.
yeah, I see it.
What's your favorite part of the art? What's your biggest thing like that you like doing more than others? I mean, as artists, we all artists here. We all
Yeah.
have different parts we don't like to deal with. But what's your favorite part?
You talking about like creating the music, or
I mean, from creating to
everything?
performing it to going on tour. Like, what's the thing
the best part is, to be honest, is the you and the fans making the connection. Like the people hitting you and saying like, yo, like that song really just helped me. Like I get messages all the day about Kick the Cup and how people stop doing drugs off it and all type of shit.
That's
like
fire.
for real.
That's dope.
So that's really like the biggest thing for me. Like the biggest thing for me is really the connection with the fans, because that's what I'm doing it for.
That's fire.
Another question is, what comes first, the lyrics or the instrumental for you?
In my recording process, I freestyle. I don't write anything. So I usually like get a beat and then like I'm a little weird with this shit. Like I ain't gonna lie.
It's your process.
My
It's your
engineer be
process.
boosting my shit. Like I'm a little weird with it. So basically what I do is if I'm home, if I'm around my way and I'm going to the studio, I find the beats like 5 minutes before I get there. Like on some like pressure me into doing this shit. Like I go through it. Like I got a
pressure's
whole
something
Joan. I got a whole Joan on my phone. So I go through like, all right, shit, I was fucking with this one. Put this one, save it. All right. I ain't then I gotta go through 30. I ain't like them. So now I'm to the point where I know if I like a beat in 10, like the first 10 seconds.
Facts.
So then once I get to the stew, it's like so fresh that I'm still like kind of falling in love with the beat. So that's what make the song even better. It's not like I hate like I got a lot of homies that do music, and sometimes when we do music together, they are like on the type of time we'll be in the studio and they'll play a beat over and over and over and over. And I'm not knocking their process. I just can't work like that. That shit will start burning me out, bro. If I keep hearing the beat, I stop liking it for real. I stop liking it.
I run the joint back a lot, but
I was
my
about
shit
to
a
say
little
it's-
different because eventually you start hearing less and less and less of the beat.
Yeah.
The further I get along,
I've heard
I
somebody
hear
say that
less,
before.
Less,
Yeah.
less
Start
of the
hitting the
beat.
word.
Yeah, because now I'm figuring out the pocket and I'm about to go in.
Yeah.
But it don't really take me long to figure. It don't take me long to write, and it doesn't take me long to get comfortable enough to go in the booth.
Facts.
I got you.
I like that. I'm intentional on preparation. So I'm I'm a writer. You know what I'm saying? So I'll go through a plethora of beats, and then I'll find that one song that I just feel that just jumps out to me, and then I'll sit in my car. That's the first step in my process. Sit in my car and listen to that beat on maximum volume right in the back, and then I'm just yelling and yelling and yelling, trying to figure out different flows, pockets, how I'm gonna say my voice when I'm in the studio. My car is like my pre-studio. So I'll be in the car and I'll be in there just rapping and yelling and screaming and singing and harmonizing and all types of everything. Like my neighbors are like they know, like
They know what you do.
once Stay Solid came out, my neighbors was like, all right, bet we
figured it out.
We get
Finally
it.
figured out
we
what this
don't
little motherfucker
mind
does.
you being out back yelling, because it'll be like it's always in the middle of the night.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? So like you'll
That's
be in
wild.
your bed and you'll hear through my car, oh, bow, bow, bow.
What's crazy is the three best ways to hear music is headphones, studio, and in the car.
Yep.
That's the three
And
best ways.
now we have to allow for the fact, or we have to consider the fact that how does it sound coming through somebody's computer?
That's
It's
weird,
not
right?
plugged
That's really
up.
weird.
Facts.
Which is crazy, but you
important.
figure if
I
it
hate
balances
that
in those
sound.
other three, then it should make it the
Fact.
fourth,
I
but
hate
it
that
don't
sound.
always work
I
that
hate
way.
that sound for some
IG
reason.
Different
Live.
now, like
IG Live.
Yeah.
The
I
IG Live.
hate
You have
that
to
sound.
you have to
Different now,
have
man.
your song has to be
EQ
your
out.
production has to be good to the point where when you play it on IG Live, it's not even like
So whatever is missing is it still doesn't matter.
It doesn't
still
matter.
Doping up.
You make
Like,
another,
so-
you gotta make another version because I feel like I don't work. Like I do the song reviews on live. Like shout out to Jelly Donut. She does like a live review.
it's the production.
Every time I send a song through there, I feel like this don't sound like the same song I sent you. Like what is this?
That's
the production.
crazy.
It's also like how they taking it. Like if you emailing it and they
Oh,
like
yeah.
downloading it, it can be
Yeah,
that too. It can be that
as
too.
well.
But that is important. Like one of the big things, like what I'll do is I'll FaceTime one of my homies, like while once I'm done recording, I'm like, bro, I know he's gonna love the song.
Right.
But I want to hear how it's gonna sound through his phone. You feel
Right.
me?
I feel
You know
you.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
just
they
like that.
already
Those are
considering that
facts.
shit.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Ahead of the game, so that's important. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely important.
Cause he'll tell me he'll be like, nah, he'll be like, bro, what you saying is crazy, but this joint, I don't know, I can't really hear it. Like it sound this or it sound low or it sound like, you feel me?
Yeah. So you guys, that's and it's good to ask people their creative process because
Yeah.
everybody's process is literally different.
Way different.
My
That was
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying? I love it.
My
Four
process
different
has
artists.
changed. My process changed because I started really tapping in with Ness. I was watching some of the Ness interviews. And I
So
talked
what is your
about-
process?
Yeah, Ness talked about how when he was on making the band, he would just take the beats he didn't like and write to those beats.
Yeah, he
And
said
once
he,
Yeah.
Once
but
he
said
figured that
was
out,
forced to write, he forced himself to write
Ness
to
is-
everything.
He's a different.
No, but you got to think about
That
you
make you
training
so
your
fire
brain.
though.
You training your brain.
That means you
That's
can
like,
do anything.
Yeah.
That's like the girl that
That's what I'm saying.
It was a female basketball player that said when she warms up for games, she's not shooting to make. She does all her missing
Yeah,
before the game.
Get all your
She
misses out.
misses and rebounds and misses and rebounds and misses and rebounds, and people watch her warming up like, what the hell is she doing?
Yeah.
And then she don't miss shit in the game, and she's on top of everything that come off the rim.
I was about to
like
say,
it's just crazy.
that's
You gotta
a good way
train
to
your
put it.
mind,
That's so fire.
and
You know
it
what
works
I'm saying?
different for everybody.
Facts.
I'm a lyrical exerciser, which means I go into the booth with an idea, and that can definitely change based on what's going on. If I'm with a feature, if I'm with the mindset could change in the moment. I can get a text message that change the whole for example, yesterday, real quick, I was at the studio and somebody asked about a coaster. That somehow found its way into my verse. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So it's
fine.
like it's always changing for me.
And even dig like you be in the studio, the beat is playing, you wrote to it. You put them headphones on,
It changed the
Sound
whole.
and
totally
something
different.
else jumps in this
Yeah.
motherfucking beat.
Yeah.
And
Like, what
you
was
be
that?
like, I can
That's
actually
crazy.
spit
Facts.
or pause to that.
Right? Yeah.
Facts.
And now that's where we going.
Or even if your engineer is so good, he might have heard something that you didn't even think
Yeah.
of, like a beat
Shout out to
drop
the
or some
engineers.
shit like that.
Shout out to the engineers.
Please
Bro.
trust the ears of the people that got your best interest in mind.
Facts.
Because some engineers don't give a fuck. They plug and play. You know. All right,
Yeah, they
cool.
want the studio hours. That's
But
all.
the ones that really dedicated to the craft, the artists,
Your
players,
producers.
they into it.
One of my favorite
Thanks.
questions to ask when I feel like I'm done is, you got everything you need?
Right. You
So that he can mix and do whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
If he heard
Facts.
something, I'll
Or
do
just
that while
giving
I'm
them
in.
time. A lot of people don't do that. Like a lot of people don't give their engineers time.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
You know, niggas want to record 20 songs in an hour and then say, all right, bro,
Mix
it's
all
5
my
minutes
shit
left.
down.
Get the
Mix
mix.
all 20 of these.
Mix
right
all
now.
my
Nah,
shit.
bro. I always get like, I know I take a little bit longer because I freestyle, but I'll take like 3 or 4 hour sessions. And then just the last hour, 45 minutes, bro, rock out. Like I'm gonna get it.
Just do your thing.
Vibe. Yeah.
I'm in the 5-hour sessions, and if we run I'll go to a 5-hour session with 2 things prepared, knowing that we're gonna probably get into 6, right?
Yeah.
But if we only get in 3 or 4, then we got extra time to start playing with the songs that we got.
Exactly.
Or I'll book a separate 2 hours to do that.
To do the mixing and all.
Sammy, I like the way you think, Sammy.
I'm big on that because I'm big on that. Just gotta make sure you got the time.
That's why a lot
like engineers the time to actually do what it is that they do best. What they're there for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
A big thing I always save on, like, with me doing that is when I leave the studio, my songs are done. Like, I think that's another thing. Like, going back to the studio like 30 times. Even now, if I hear something, that's different. But like, keep going back to the studio, my songs be done, so I can actually put them up.
I also think it's important because
that's why I give them time.
It's so fast, like the production. We want to put stuff out, but you can't leave with a finished song. You can't put unfinished songs out. But it's like you want to stay up with the curve with people producing at a high level.
I'm gonna tell you the magic of Glockaware. I get to record on a Thursday.
Facts.
Play the song on a Friday.
Facts.
And it's playing on these, so I can tell if the mix is right or not for the DJs and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So if we got to tweak it, we can tweak it. But I could literally test run that bitch and just drop it and just sit back and see everybody react to it.
Facts. You do a little. It's always something getting test ran. Every day is something getting test ran. Like if he's in the studio the night before, it's something getting test ran. But before we get out of here, let the people know where they can find you at.
You can find me on all streaming platforms at Hero Space SYS. That's HEROSYS. On Instagram, I don't really have a Twitter or nothing like that. So Instagram is mbh.hero. And on there, if you go to my Instagram, you'll find all the links.
Factory. Right on that link tree.
Don't forget your raincoat out now. It's like one of the craziest albums that came out last year. So just tap in.
Yes, Factory.
Sir. Hell yeah.
Sammy.
Sipping with Sammy, Sam Malone, Barstool Root. Yo, check out the Sipping with Sammy podcast. We drop another episode tomorrow.
Yeah, that's fine.
Co-hosted by my guy, County Kravitz.
Yeah.
We do have Plex on.
Factory.
Last week we had on DS the Writer with Human Barbie co-hosting, so shout out to them. Sipping with Sammy concert series, which will be combined with my 40th birthday.
Happy birthday, Sammy!
Is on May 17th.
Big
May
Foul.
17th
I didn't know my
at
boy was
Calabash.
You look younger than
We gotta
40.
We gotta get somebody to dress up in a 40-year-old the number 40.
I mean, you do whatever you do with your
I ain't gonna do it.
You handle your women how you handle your women.
No, I ain't gonna be none of mine. We gotta get somebody to do it. I said somebody. I ain't say nobody that
you know
was connected to.
So yeah, this will be the 4th installment of the concert series also, which is really the priority. So check it out. This will be the first one that I'm performing at. I've been letting everybody else rock. It's my turn. We're gonna have a great time. The lineup is ridiculous already. The people that's RSVPing, God willing, if they gonna be there, it's a movie. It's a movie.
Dog, it's your 40th. It's the concert series number 4/40.
That's crazy, right?
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Let's
right?
do it,
It's
man.
40. I know,
Congrats.
right?
4/40.
Thank you,
You
bro.
know what I'm saying?
But just tap in with all of that.
Factory.
The IPA 6-pack is out now. The Lager 6-pack is out now. And the Stout is actually coming around my birthday. So by the end of the month, y'all should have the Stout 6-pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how
Y'all.
Brewery.
Let's go. B-Nor.
B-Nor 1992 on Instagram. Make sure you tap in with me. Tonight, I'll be at Artist Playground. So if you want to come and perform, I believe it's still $30 or something at the door. So definitely pop out. You can still get early tickets right now for $10, I believe, to perform tonight. Got some new music coming on tonight. I'm going for my guy Smooth Land. Shout out to Smooth for coming to the studio today. Yep. We got a new tape coming out. We don't got no name for it, but this shit is different. We got a listening party coming up soon, so we'll push that. And Sports Talk with CME Morning Show on Friday. You already know what it is.
Yeah. And I am your host, man, County Kravitz, a.k.a. the Chris Mack Experience, man, a.k.a. the babyface they love to hate, man, a.k.a. June 11th. We have an Indie Expo coming to the city of Philadelphia. The Indie Expo coming to the city of Philadelphia. Learn how to, just get your business right. You know what I'm saying? As an entrepreneur out here, learn to take your talents and monetize your talents. You know what I'm saying? We got some dope events that day. It's 3 events, you know what I'm saying, that's going to be happening from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. throughout the course of the whole day. So more information on that soon, but it is being brought to you by... It is being brought to you by Font Productions, Culture District. Sipping with Sammy is also a part of the situation as well. You know what I'm saying? He looking like, what?
Nigga
But
just
yeah.
set the booth on fire. Speaking of which, March 14th, the Kensington Derby in Kensington. We will be holding down the Mud Pit stage, so we will have a Mud Pit mixtape, which will feature artists like County Kravitz, Majay, Marseille, you know what I mean? Milani, a bunch of great acts, and I will be hosting that, and Font Productions will be stage managing, so we're going to have a great time. DJ Nate G's, I believe, is on the ones and twos also. So we're talking about a 15,000 people event. It's going to be a good time.
And look, man, it's going to be a dope situation. So, you know what I'm saying? Stay tuned for that. Oh, May 20th, you know what I'm saying? This is County Kravitz speaking. May 20th, you know what I'm saying? I will be in Baltimore for the Mother's Day benefit concert. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
So shout out Funds Unlimited. It's going to be a great situation. I think they already said it's going to be over like 1,000 people in attendance. So they got the big stage out. So if you from Philadelphia, if you from the tri-state area, if you from wherever, make sure you're in Baltimore. May 20th. It's going down. It's going to be lit. Crazy situation. But Toucan, can you play some pimping so we can get out of here, man?
CME Morning
Radio,
Show.
the number one motherfucking radio station in the world. CME Morning Show, the number one morning show in the world. You already know what it is. Network 8, all for one console. That's what we do, man. CME Morning Show. We are out of here.
Grand Rising.
CME Morning Show.